All right, folks, welcome back to the SF Comic Co. Today we're going to be doing a top 5 Disney investors announcements from the other day. We're going to talk a bunch of trailers, Marvel and Star Wars trailers, and we're going to try not to piss Rick off. We'll see what happens. Already failing in that already. All right, well, welcome back, folks. Everybody's pissing you off. Issue number 56, the SF Company Hour, our weekly show here at the SF Comic Co. Today, one of our returning champions, Crystal Diamond. Welcome back to the show. Owner of Characterz Cafe. How you doing?
I'm doing fabulous. Thank you for allowing me to come back and hang out with you guys.
Yeah, so no negative feedback from last time, right? No.
No, it was like a highly rated episode. Actually.
It was. Yeah, it was. Now it's our second most highest rated. So
awesome.
Yeah, so yeah, we broke some records with last week's episode. I think it's the Hondo effect. I'm not sure. We'll see. Again, pissing off Rick. I love it. Yeah, little things.
I'm not giving Hondo any credit.
Davis, our correspondent from the other coast now. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm in Georgia now. I'm pretty good.
What?
Yeah,
that's right. You said Georgia.
I drove across the country this past week, so I'll be letting you know what's happening in the future. I guess it's like 11 o'clock here, so
we're gonna keep you up all night now. Great.
Yeah.
Well, now we'll start. You'll start the East Coast branch of the SF Comic Co. Which just be all over.
Branching out.
If Southerners are excited about anything, it's being San Francisco.
It's true. Very true. And our co-host here, the effortist of Gracenist, the birthday boy from this past weekend. Happy belated birthday, Ricardo. A little older, a little wiser. A liver a little more. Right? A liver a little bit more damaged. How you doing, man?
Ow! You okay? Now that
Fieldy strikes early.
Fieldy's timing is great, man. I must say, Fieldy has the best timing on this show. Really,
he certainly does.
Regular Buster Keaton at Fieldy. Yeah.
Don't you look at me like that? No, I'm scared.
How you doing, man?
I'm good, man. I just tried to finish a mission on like that Grand Theft Auto thing because I was like, if I don't finish this now, I have to restart it all over again. And
what, did I have a pause button? What the hell?
No, it's online. So dude, I know. I would have been crying. It would have been bad. Crying Rick is not a pretty thing.
Yeah, no, I've seen it. No. It's a hot mess. Yeah. When doves cry. You think doves cry.
When doves cry.
When crows cry, that's when the real shit goes down, man. That's So speaking of crying and sadness, we're gonna get this out of the way first. Tommy Tiny Zeus Lister, pretty famous for the role of Debo in the Great Friday movies, passed away a few days ago. He was, how old was he, Rick? 70?
62.
62. That's super young, man. That's 62. Way too young.
Yeah.
Too young. Great actor. He was in so many movies, so many TV shows, like countless. You can't even like I think it's over 100 and something. Like how many films he was, films and TV shows he was in. 132 films. So he's just a legendary actor, like a character actor. He showed up in so many movies. So you just want to kind of talk about just some of your favorite roles of his. And of course, everybody's going to talk about Friday because that's probably what he's most known for. But me and Rick, I'm probably you might be on the same page as me. He will forever be Zeus.
Yeah, Zeus.
Zeus from the great cinematic classic No Holds Barred with Hulk Hogan back in the late 90s, late 80s, early 90s.
1986, I want to say.
No, it's later than that.
86 or 87. Let's see. No Holds Barred. Might be maybe 89.
Yeah, I think late 80s on that one. So yeah, he was
89.
yeah, late 89. So yeah, he showed up in that movie. He showed up in wrestling. That's like when the prime of Hogan in his time. He showed up, and I was a 9-year-old kid, and I knew wrestling was fake, but that guy went into the WWF looking like that shit was real. This guy can
Yeah, right.
so it's definitely one like he'll always be Zeus from WWF, but Debo's definitely one of the great roles. So, Crystal, tell us about some of your favorite moments with Tiny Zeus Lister.
Friday is my favorite movie. My brother's always shocked that that's the case because I've never smoked pot my whole entire life. But I think it's a movie that stretches across my ability or inability to smoke pot. And I remember too, like listening to people, the behind the scenes stuff and how people just loved working with him, how he was super intimidating. And he also did a kids movie, and they were like, they would mess with the kids telling them like, oh, he's so mean. But he's really a big softie. And so the kids would all be super intimidated and then surprised that he was so nice and so kind. So that was, it was really sad to hear that.
Yeah, 62 is way too young for sure. Yeah, just so many roles, like TV shows. He showed up on Wayne's Brothers and like just all these shows. Jamie Foxx showed up. I think he was on
with him.
Yeah. He showed up on an episode of Webster. I think it was. I think I just watched that one too. He was like a football player, and they were all taking steroids or some shit. I think that was the one he was in. But it's just a legendary actor. Davis, so what are some of your favorite Tiny Zeus Lister moments?
I mean, again, my first encounter with him was Friday, obviously, but I was just scrolling through his IMDb, and he does have a ton of credits. The guy does not stop working.
No.
But one that popped into my mind, it's at the top of his, most known things, is he's the guy in The Dark Knight that has
it's a great role.
The receiver for the bomb, and he just chucks it out the window. He's like, "Don't worry about it," That was pretty badass.
Do what you're supposed to do an hour ago. Great line, great just moment. And like you didn't expect him to have a role like that. Just a small role, but had such an impact. He just like President in Fifth Element.
That's one of my favorites.
Yeah. Go ahead, Rick. What talk about that?
Well, that one, So that one there, just surprised to see him as the president, dude, out of nowhere. Everybody's seen it's Debo, and all of a sudden Debo's just like, "Hello, everybody." President of the United States, he comes out of nowhere. You're like, holy shit, fucking Debo's president, which is great. What did Philby do?
He's coming for you.
Debo's president.
He grabbed the knife.
Dude, don't tell me that. I seen that gif of the lightsaber with the cat. I think that's gonna happen with him one day. That's why I won't buy a lightsaber. He's untrustworthy.
Oh, man.
But the other one that got me is the first time I saw him. And it didn't register, but he was funny. And that's one thing that Tiny Lister's always done. He's done a lot of great like comedic roles that people don't like give him credit for. But Armed and Dangerous with Eugene Levy and John Candy, he plays like the bodybuilder. I forgot what the character's name was, but I mean I remember just John Candy just messing with him like, oh, his name was Bruno. Oh, Bruno, you're so strong. Just like lifting and then Eugene Levy, like they pull him on like one of these machines where it's almost like a shot out of a Toxic Avenger where like the thing goes up and the spike's gonna come down and hit him right in the head. So I think that's where probably Toxic Avenger probably got the idea from. But they pull him out and it's just like that always like stuck with me. Like I was like, man, that was him. But Zeus, it's the Zeus that's always been. It's
the first thing I'm gonna think about. Yeah, like a lot of folks will think about Friday, but I'll think about Zeus. Zeus coming in.
Dude, when he came after Hogan, you were looking like, oh shit, it's real.
Like, did anybody tell him it's not real?
Right, for real. He was coming in to fuck Hogan up. I was just like,
he wasn't the best wrestler, but he didn't need to be. He was just a big fucking.
Oh, he was he was just there to be intimidating.
That fucking little sparkle in his eye.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. It looks like he had a lot of shit like in the can too, like a lot of post-production stuff and filming a bunch of shit. So we're gonna see him in a few more things. It looks like a lot of direct-to-video kind of stuff. But hey, man, at least he was working until the the last day. So good for him, man. But 62, way too young, man. All right, yeah, R.I.P. Tiny Zeus Lister, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely one of the greats, man. Definitely one of those memorable characters.
He's gonna definitely be missed.
Yeah, for sure. All right, so the big Disney investors meeting happened this week. Last Thursday, I believe. We did a breaking news video. We kind of went through a lot of stuff, and we did a Mandalorian after show where we talked a bunch about Star Wars stuff. But today we're going to kind of talk about some of that stuff, kind of stuff you stood out. We're going to do a top 5 of the announcements your top 5 announcements from the Disney investor meeting. And we're going to go through these trailers and kind of talk about the trailers, like what you liked and what stood out to you. So what do you think, Rick? You want to start with Star Wars first, and then we'll work our way to Marvel, because it looks like Marvel has a lot more stuff.
Yeah, let's go with the Marvel stuff first.
Marvel or Star Wars first?
Well, Marvel's got a lot of stuff, but I'm more of a Star Wars mark, so I want to leave like the Star Wars stuff for a little later. I love Star Wars like so much.
We'll start with Star Wars just to piss off Rick.
Wow. Okay. Why even ask?
All right, let's start.
Why even ask? It's like Go ahead.
All right, so let's start with the Marvel Loki trailer first. So the Loki trailer, I wasn't too excited about the Loki movie. I was like, yeah, okay, whatever. But after watching this trailer, I'm pretty excited. It looks like this is going to be like kind of a time traveling. It's not a dimension hopping. This is more of a time traveling story. So at the during Endgame, I just rewatched that the other day too, so kind of caught up on this. You see, they try to get the Tesseract, and Loki gets a hand on it when he was being arrested, and he disappears. So this takes place right when that story ends, and that little moment happens. So it's kind of him hopping through time. He ends up. They show him in the desert. They show him going through different points in history. Also in the trailer, you get a look at the time cops, pretty much the time cops of the Marvel universe. They're kind of like the timekeepers, like if you watch the Umbrella Academy, it's kind of the same thing where there's these officers that kind of keep track of any of the time anomalies and stuff. So it looks like this is going to be a lot of that. And Owen Wilson shows up in this trailer. It's crazy. So Crystal, what do you think of this Loki trailer?
I felt probably similar to how you did. I was like, oh, how are they going to be able to make this? Like, it sounds exciting. Like when they very first drop the ball. Drop the bomb.
That's our show.
And so it was like, how is that going to look? And then the teaser clips they gave were kind of like, I mean, you could just stare at Tom Hiddleston. That's the thing, right? But watching the meat of all of it, and I was thoroughly impressed. Like, yeah. I'm excited to see it now. And I think all of us Loki, like all of us comic book people, needed to see all the tidbits they put in it, because was it going to be just a stare at Tom Hiddleston piece? Like, what are they going to do, and how does that fit into the universe appropriately?
Yeah. Without
being a look at his sultry looks. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I feel sometimes when things get turned into a show, you're like, they want a little extra money, but Disney Plus is not disappointing. So,
yeah, and it's it looks like this is going to have some stuff with Kang, I think, because Kang is an infamous time traveler, and they announced that for the Quantumania for Kang's Quantumania. So they announced him for that. So I think he's going to play a role in this too. So Davis, what'd you think, man? Anything stood out from this trailer?
You don't know what to expect going into it. I've read a little bit of was it the Loki Agent of Asgard, and I wasn't sure if they were going to go with the original for the show. I don't remember a whole lot from the comic, honestly, but the trailer didn't grab me too much. Owen Wilson doesn't really do it for me. Like, I like him in some things, but I was just like, I don't know that I feel like Marvel is grabbing up every big name they can at some points now, just because they're like, it's such a massive universe. They gotta have tons of big name actors to fill all these parts.
Yeah.
The one thing that did catch my attention at the end of the trailer, though, I guess if it's time travel and all that, is Loki D.B. Cooper, and he robs an airline, then jumps out? Like, is that what they're going for?
It looks like
I'm on board for that.
Yeah. So if people don't know what the D.B. Cooper story is, Davis, you want to fill people in with D.B. Cooper?
Back in the was it mid to late '60s through the '70s, a lot of airlines got hijacked. They were transporting money and everything, and you could hijack a plane. We didn't have the technology we do today, so that happened. DB Cooper, I guess, robbed a plane, got several $100,000, I think, and then jumped out the plane in a parachute and was never seen again. No one knows. It's kind of the legend of him. So if it was Loki all along, who knew?
Rewriting history. Yeah, and I remember hearing about that story before too. Like he's never been found. The money's never shown up. So a lot of people theorize maybe he died, but I think he's just one of those like badass motherfuckers that got away with it. So interesting stuff. Yeah, you got to see. It looked like there was a hint of Black Widow in there. It was this trailer with a hint of Black Widow, and so there's some little key moments. Looks like they show up. So Rick, any moments stand out for you in this trailer?
The thing with Black Widow, and it looks like they're going. I forgot the planet she passed on.
Vormir? No,
Vormir.
Vormir. Yeah.
So it looks like it looks like it's somewhere on Vormir, hopefully. But what's he going back to see? Is it that's the other thing? Is it time jumping or is it reality jumping?
I think this is time jumping because the reality is going to be in Wandavision and like in Doctor Strange.
Okay, so because like I see at a point like in one of the things he was like, it looks like he was fighting M'Baku from Black Panther.
Mm-hmm.
Also, it looked like he was running for president at the very end or some shit. It's like it looked like he had a vote for Loki. I'm not sure if it was a vote for Loki, but he definitely had a button looking like he was some kind of guy running for office, So I don't know. It looks interesting, but it's one of these ones that I think it's just like, all right, just send it my way and I'll see what I think about it afterwards. Not too excited.
Yeah, definitely more
change
excited.
My mind.
Yeah, definitely more excited than I was for it after seeing the trailer. Looks like there's a lot more substance. Like Crystal was saying, like you didn't really think you were going to get much of a meat of a story, but it looks like we're getting some decent stuff out of that. So but you guys, a thumbs up or thumbs down for the Loki trailer?
I'll say thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
Can we do these? You didn't say we could do these.
Rick, it's your show. Come on.
Is it?
Kind of.
It wouldn't be a show without you, Rick. All right, how about that?
Okay.
All right, let's go to the Falcon and Winter Soldier. This trailer, this one was okay. This is the one that I'm kind of meh on. I thought this was fine. This was supposed to come out wasn't this supposed to come out last summer, I believe? Yeah, but then of course COVID. This kind of just shows they had a trailer, a little sizzle reel, I think during Comic-Con, I believe. And this shows this is more like action. You're not really seeing too much of the story. There's like really nothing that you get to see a little bit of U.S. agent. It looks like this is more like a spy thing going on. Davis, let's start with you. What'd you think of this Falcon and Winter Soldier trailer?
Another thing that I was like, all these shows, I'm gonna watch them definitely as they come out and everything. I'm all for them. I love, I'm a huge Marvel mark, but I don't know. The teasers aren't grabbing me that much, honestly. And I felt like Winter Soldier is going to be wearing a lot of jackets so that they don't have to do the full arm on him a lot. A TV show is a whole nother animal with production, I'm sure.
Yeah.
So we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, and maybe they're like kind of like keeping kind of things under tabs and not really giving you the meat of the story to give away. It probably would give away too much. Like another one. Yeah, I'm not super juiced on. They didn't really show too much. But Crystal, what do you think of this trailer?
I think that its target market was hit. I think you're people who are looking for a buddy comedy with action. They hit all the marks of like Lethal Weapon trailer, where people are looking for the humor. But yeah, I want to see it, but I want to see it because I'm a Disney Plus whore, and I'm just
aren't we all?
Right? Jesus, 14 to $16 billion. I'm going to see all of it. They're spending a lot of money. They can take my money. I'm excited. The trailer hit the marks for me. There was the humor, there was the action, because I know going into it, that's the mark they're trying to hit in the realm. Like, they've got the space travel, the reality travel, the buddy comedy, and the list goes on and on. So they hit that mark, and I like both those characters. So and they do those characters justice.
Yeah, and I like,
I'm sure.
Yeah, I like the interactions in Civil War, and they're kind of back and forth. So yeah, it's definitely it feels like it's gonna be a fun, like you said, buddy action kind of vibe to it for sure.
The opening scene, the opening of the trailer too, with the captain, the conversation about Captain America, was really good to get right out the door, right out of the way, because he doesn't in this, he's not Captain America, he is Falcon, and to place that there with there's a lot of history was like, okay, this is why he's not donning the shield. Yeah, and it looks like
it looks like the government has taken the shield and gave it to U.S. agents. So that was a big storyline in the comic where when Captain America kind of turned his back on kind of America because there was some shady shit going on, and became the captain, and he kind of took the America thing out. And then he came back to being Captain America. And then what was his name? Walker. Texas Ranger. Yeah, that one. He takes over, and he's a U.S. agent, and he's kind of So it looks like they're kind of going with that storyline right there. So, Effort, what'd you think of this?
I was hoping it would be one of those less. Well, it looks cool for like a buddy cop kind of a thing, but I didn't want them to be a buddy cop. I wanted Falcon to go do one thing, and Winter Soldier had to take care of like another. I wanted a lot more espionage. I wanted this to be like the 007 of the Marvel universe. There's some things that have to be serious, and I think that's why I think Captain America: Winter Soldier is probably. I still think it's the best of everything that Marvel's had to offer. It feels like a real movie. You could strip it of the Marvel title, strip it of Captain America. It holds true. It has story. I was hoping they would do something like that. Something like you guys have been talking about Jack Ryan a lot. I kind of started 2 episodes of that. If they would have went a little bit more Jack Ryan and a little less Lethal Weapon, I think they would have me, because Winter Soldier, that's what I loved about that particular movie. It was the whole espionage thing and how he was used. He's still sick, but I was hoping it would be Falcon does his thing, Winter Soldier has to do his thing, and they're both doing like their thing for like an ultimate goal at the end of their season. But it doesn't look like it's gonna be that way.
Yeah, well, I guess they want to sell it on Falcon and Winter Soldier. So it's. Go, Dave.
I want to see a scene with Falcon just being like, man, screw and Spider-Man, they're the worst, just because he's had pretty humorous run-ins with them in the past, and I just want to see a rant from him about those guys. They should kick him off the Avengers, that sort of thing.
That'd be great, dude.
I do like Sebastian Stan. I like
Sebastian Stan.
I think they're like I said, I like their chemistry. I just don't know if I should get excited yet. Like Crystal said, I'm gonna watch all these damn things. Well, mostly all of them. So so Falcon and Winter Soldier. What are we giving it?
Oh, I'm thumbs up on that one, definitely.
I'm going. I need to see some more, and then I'll get excited. I'm going halfway right now, but still, yeah.
I want to see who the villains are.
Well,
is it Hydra? Is it AIM? It is Zemo.
Zemo's one of them for sure. Yeah, I can see U.S. agent being a villain. You might get some AIM stuff. I think they're in some stuff we haven't seen. They haven't released yet. So
okay.
Yeah. So I think some of this might tie into Black Widow too. So
they said.
Definitely.
They said all of it's going to be.
Yeah.
All of it collaborates with each other.
Yeah. And they've been pretty good like that. And it looks like there's a running through line too. And especially with this next phase, this is going to be the first part of this phase is the multiverse. So we're going to see a lot of the multiverse stuff kind of like WandaVision, and I guess we'll transition to that one right now. So WandaVision came out with official trailer number 2. This shows a little bit kind of more of what you've seen already, and kind of hinting at what's to come with this story. Kind of what people theorize is going to be like going reality hopping to like different eras. We see a little bit more of Monica Rambeau, who was Ms. Marvel at one point in the comics. I think she's Spectrum now or something like that. I think her name's Spectrum. But you get to see a little bit more from this. So, Crystal, what do you think of this WandaVision trailer? Trailer number 2.
It's been the first trailer and this trailer made me want to watch it, but I really love Scarlet Witch. Like that her character is pretty phenomenal, and them bringing her to life and not dumbing it down. I mean, they did power lighten her a little, I feel, by a lot.
Yeah.
But
yeah, it's never been. They kind of like didn't know what to do with her powers. Like in the comics, it's more. She has the hex power, so it's more like chaos magic. It's more different. In the movies, they kind of gave her like this, like telekinesis, kind of almost Jean Grey type powers. So it looks like they're kind of like kind of giving her more of her comic book feel to her. So
yeah. So I mean, and her powers are she's an intense character. So I was excited to see it. I'm excited for all of the actors and actresses they have in it, because they're pulling some pretty big names.
Yeah.
And stuff. And so the trailer made me want to watch it more.
Yeah, we get to see Agent Wu from Ant-Man. I actually liked his character from Ant-Man. We see what's her Kat Dennings from Thor. She's going to be. It looks like she's going to be a part. I guess their organization. I think they say rumored it's supposed to be Sword, and Sword kind of like deals with all like the space like space and extra dimensional stuff. So yeah, they're definitely pulling these actors and like kind of making it feel like a real shared universe, pulling these characters. Davis, what do you think of this trailer?
This is the one I'm probably the most curious about, because I didn't know where they were gonna, when they announced it originally. I was like, I don't know how they're gonna do this exactly, because they're kind of the two most powerful Avengers, really, and they're making them a lot more human and showing that aspect of them. And my theory is that, well, first off, I thought of the Vision comic that Tom King did. It's kind of a family thing or whatever. They've got it's Vision with wife and kids now, but Scarlet Witch isn't involved so much.
Yeah, he splits his personality into a family, and they kind of move to the suburbs, and it's got a very like a sitcom kind of vibe. Like
So I feel like they pulled from that, and then I actually just finished reading a little story. It's from Uncanny Avengers and all the other Avengers. There's like 5 different Avengers teams involved, but it takes place in, I think they call it Pleasant Hill, and they basically make a big super jail. You do the story arc like Shield gets hold of a shard of, I guess, the Tesseract or something.
Yeah, Cosmic Cube, I think.
Yeah, and uses it to basically convince all the most powerful villains and everything in the comics that they're, just like the Cleavers or whatever. They're regular people in a perfect, picturesque town. They do jobs as mechanics and repairmen and all that stuff. And then, of course, it all goes horribly awry. But
that's the Red Skull story. There's a Red Skull storyline, right?
Yeah.
I read most of that. Yeah.
Yeah, dug into some of it. And, so I feel like they might be pulling from that a bit. I kind of hope they do. It was a fun little story arc they did. So.
Yeah, it definitely. I like the kind of the reality changing, like with the sitcom stuff, and you can. Yeah, this looks like a fun show. Like it's definitely going to have like a lot of Easter eggs and a lot of even like showing up with the original costumes on Halloween. That's a great little touch. I like that a lot. And I like all the actors are bringing in. So this looks like a fun show. Effort, what do you think of this?
This is probably the one I'm most excited about for all of them. I grew up like loving Nick at Night and all of these TV shows, so I recognize everything like what they're trying to do. And my whole thing is I'm trying to figure out what kind of show is it. So I'm pretty sure this is in reality. This is like Wanda, how she's dealing with the loss of the Vision. So I want to see what other shows they're gonna parody, because I mean, I kind of thought it looked like the Brady Bunch house or a Brady Bunch kind of a time. They did an I Dream of Jeannie.
It looks like Roseanne was one of them.
Roseanne was definitely one of them.
Yeah, like maybe Family Ties in the 80s. Like it definitely has like that sitcom-ville. Like
I wonder if it's going to be Lucy. Like that. Each episode will be something like that, which would be
different, like a different era of the television. Yeah, that'd be kind of that's a trip. It looked like a trip. It definitely doesn't look boring. This looks like it's going to be a fun kind of little mind fuck, which I love. I like my brain being played with. Manipulate my brain anyway. Yeah, exactly.
Brain.
It definitely looks like some like trippy shit. Like so, any like weird shit stands out from you in the trailer. A lot of weird shit goes down in the trailer. And anything stands out for you in the trailer as far as the weird shit goes? I heard one of the rumors of the big rumor I've read is Mephisto's involved with this because the girl that the neighbor girl that is most likely playing Agatha Harkness, and she pretty much works for a Mephisto, and Mephisto is always trying to manipulate Scarlet Witch into kind of gaining her power. So this might be like where they're stuck. She's stuck somewhere, and he's like manipulating her, trying to gain access to her powers. And then we also see hints of the twins in the comics, Speed and Wiccan, her two sons, or she kind of like willed into reality. So definitely that's going to be a big story arc. So yeah, it's a lot of shit to break down in this trailer, man. A lot of shit going down.
Every glitch was important. I feel like when they do those like reality glitches and it's like time. I don't know. I'm just
I love that one scene where I think her neighbor is hanging up laundry, and there was some kind of reality glitch where she like goes up, like puts it up, and then like she disappears after like falls off, or she just felt like it looks like you said, like it's gonna be a mindfuck kind of a show, man.
Yeah, totally down. Let's see. Go to the comment right here. We got the Gold Dirty Bastards, Underworld by the Falcon and Winter Soldier trailer. Yeah. Underwhelmed, but I'm hoping that's on purpose. I hope that's they haven't really, they just kind of showed us a little bit. They haven't showed us what the show is really going to be about. So I'm hoping to see more. Hoping to see more for sure. All right, folks. If you haven't already, please do what the Hulk does: like and subscribe to the SF Comic Book Co. Like the video, helps with the analytics, helps people find us. Last episode we got on somebody's good list, and it was our most viewed episode of all time. So let's keep that going. So yeah, let's break some records. All right, yeah. All right. Next one I'm going to talk about Marvel's What If. I'm a big people know I'm a big What If guy. I love What If, the comic book series, the second series especially. It was my introduction, kind of my education into the Marvel universe. So I'm a big alternate reality guy. So we get this trailer. The only thing I'm not super juiced on is kind of the Flash kind of animation kind of style. This animation looks kind of stiff to me. It'll probably grow on me. I like sometimes when I have trouble with animation, it starts off I don't like it, then it grows on me. So, Crystal, what do you think of this trailer?
What if Phoenix wasn't in it? So it's okay.
That's one of the big ones.
What ifs. I love what ifs because it means I'm just giving them more money to tell me what I've already asked a million times over again. Again, the comic book style, the art, the animation style is one of those things where when I very first was introduced to it, I was like, it's blocky and choppy, but then it grows on you. So I'm excited to see where they take it and which stories they pull, and if they just stay in the Avengers universe or if they're going to open that up to other than the classic move this way with that what ifs and take it all across their universe of what they own now since they have Fox.
Yeah, and it shows that it looks like they only showed about this is a 10 episode series, and they only showed kind of what ifs for five or six different shows. So we got what if T'Challa was abducted instead of Star-Lord, instead of Chris
Peter
Pratt.
Quill.
Yeah,
Peter Quill. It looks like we got a Marvel Zombies episode, which I'm probably most excited about. I love zombies and Marvel Zombies. It looks like a Captain Britain kind of thing where Peggy Carter gets the serum and Cap gets a suit of armor. What was the other one? Looks like a Doctor Strange one. We get it. Looks like we're gonna get a Loki one. So yeah, this only like shows about six of the stories they're gonna show, and it's a 10 episode. I heard rumors of a Spider-Man episode also, so you'll definitely see that. Davis, what do you think of this trailer?
I'm with you on the animation. It's kind of one of those things that at first I was like, I don't know, but I felt the same way about Clone Wars and Resistance and all that. And it grows on you. So as far as the episodes, I was curious. Do you think they're gonna do a full half hour or so, like one adventure for a character, or do you think it'll be like 10, 15 minutes? They could do 2 or 3 one in each episode. That's what I'm hoping for.
Yeah, that'd be cool. It depends. I think some of these stories could definitely be done like 15 minutes, kind of quick, tell a quick thing, and some of these need to be like fleshed out a little bit more. And I kind of want to see more in depth on kind of what this world is. So I think you can go either way with those. I think you can like have 15-minute ones, or maybe you do like a half-hour one and a 15-minute one, like a quick little what if. Yeah. That's what kind of they did in the comic. They did like the main story, and then they would have like these jokey ones at the end of the book. Like like what if?
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, what if like Punisher was like just some silly shit. So, or what if the Spider Baby and like they showed the baby like crawling up the wall and shooting webs and shit. Like and like.
Well, you feel like a lot of people are gonna want like you see Peggy Carter coming back as like a badass superhero and alive and everything. People are gonna want that because I like the Peggy Carter series they did that got scrapped. It was fun, and she's a badass character. And what's her name? Haley Atwell. She was great in it.
Yeah, she's really good. I liked her a lot. Yeah, I need to go back and watch that. Is that on the Disney Plus? The Peggy Carter? Oh, okay, I got to go back and watch it.
Probably, yeah.
I heard the first.
Yeah, it was on the ABC.
First season I heard was really good. Second season is okay, not as good as the first. Yeah, I got to check it out. So Rick, what'd you think of this, man? Any of the stories stick out to you at all?
Definitely the thing with Chala and becoming Star-Lord, because you got Michael Rooker. A lot of the voices are coming back, which is actors are coming back to voice, which is great. But like I'm looking at more at the animation style. I was like you guys at first, but one thing that I've noticed is everybody wants to have their signature style, and I actually kind of dig this. It's almost like a merge of the animation of like Titan AE. I don't know if you guys remember that one. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So it's kind of a merge of the Titan AE and almost like Young Justice kind of animation. So I want to see how it plays out. I think certain episodes are gonna look a lot better. I mean, looking at Benicio del Toro, like just a screenshot of him he looked dope. So, I want to see this. I hope that it. You said how many episodes? It's 10.
10 episodes, yeah.
Yeah, because like I think we only got to see maybe about 3 or 4 stories worth of what they're showing us. So there's at least 6 other episodes that we don't have no idea. Is it 5?
T'Challa, Star-Lord, Marvel Zombies, Captain Britain. This looks like a
Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange. It looks like it's a Tony Stark one too.
But I think that was just a screenshot of Tony Stark. Tony Stark could be in one of the episodes.
Yeah. Oh, it looks like a Shield one too, because it looks like Sam Jackson was in one of the episodes too. So I think they showed about 5. It looks like they showed about 5. So there's a half a way of see. So that's my next question. What kind of what ifs? Any what ifs you do pop out of you that you actually want to see show up in this show?
One of my favorites is the Summers brothers. Like, what if they were? Yeah, what if they stayed with their dad? What would have happened? Like, that was one of my favorite storylines. I love Cyclops. I love Havoc. So.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind. Something like that. I wouldn't mind. Like one of my favorite stories is what if Spider-Man kept the black costume? I don't know if we're going to go deep dive into some of those. But within the Marvel, the current MCU, any what ifs you want to see, Crystal? Any scenarios that you want to see played out? Like what if what if Iron Man didn't get the armor? What if the other one that looks like they tease Thor and Loki. So it looks like that's another one too. So like what if like Thor didn't get the hammer, and what if Thor didn't get the retrieve the hammer and Loki looks like Loki wins. So so yeah, that's
I'd like to see that one.
Yeah, just anything Loki really.
I'd like to see, not because I'm crazy about Loki, but more so that I'm crazy about the mythology.
Yeah. You're local about Loki, huh?
No, I'm serious. He's not my Give me Agent Coulson anytime. which says a lot about my personality.
You
But
want a
then
man with a job, and that's what you want. Right? A man with a career. That's a mischief maker.
he dated a violinist.
What about you, Davis? Any what if scenarios you want to see play out?
I'd like to see some with the Punisher, maybe. I'm not exactly sure, but it's always fun when I remember reading some a while back that they took the Punisher and like, what if the Punisher fell in love, or which they kind of did in the Netflix series a little bit, which I thought was a little weird, but yeah, just something with him. I'm a big fan of Punisher, so.
Yeah, I think there was one storyline I saw somebody talk about. Maybe what if Thanos joined the Avengers? That would be cool to see. Because there was. I think that was one of the what if issues in one of the later what ifs. So that'd be kind of a cool scenario. Yeah, what if Thanos turned out to be a good guy and he joined the Avengers? That'd be kind of fun. Any other ones, Effort? Any ones you can think about?
Well, now that you like opened up a can of worms, like making it inside like the Marvel universe, like what if Quicksilver didn't die and Scarlet Witch,
that's a good one.
Say,
yeah,
I mean, just like it's what they've given us in like their universe. Like what if Bucky was chosen to be the Captain America or something, or something weird.
Yeah, what if the serum didn't work? What if what if what's his name didn't get shot and killed? I think that was actually one of the storylines in the What If comic.
What if the serum worked for Red Skull and he didn't become Red Skull?
Yeah.
What if Deadpool never got cancer?
That would have been a great one too.
I was thinking Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver were mutants and not called enhanced.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's gonna get fixed.
I think so too. I think that's
gonna
get
fixed.
Yeah. I think they're gonna be mutants, but when it's all said and done, I think it's gonna be. Yeah, the gem kind of. I think that's going to be addressed in the WandaVision. I think that's one of the big reveals.
Maybe
towards the end of the series, they're going to find that she's a mutant.
Another thing, right?
They're going to be on Maury.
The test results come in. You are a mutant.
The other reason I think I mean, it was pure shit, but the reason they didn't run with the Inhumans is I think eventually they knew they were going to pick up the Fox properties. You see?
No.
Yeah, that was a no. That was a hard no.
He's like your office.
He's disagreeing with me.
Fieldy approved.
Yeah. So that's what I think when it was one of those things. That's why they kind of don't even mention Inhumans anymore at all. Like there was supposed to be like hints of it with maybe that's why Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is not so much canon anymore when it comes to MCU stuff. Because it just felt like they weren't sticking to the Marvel show wasn't sticking to like MCU at all times.
They were kind of handcuffed too. They can the storylines they want to do. They had to hold off until the movies came out, and then they can like run certain storylines. So they're kind of handcuffed with the story. They had to be beholden to the MCU first because that was priority, and they were kind of like, oh, we're this little TV show, and so they kind of were hampered by that. A lot of promises made, not very fulfilled. It was a
watching.
Yeah, it was a decent show for a minute, but then it's like I don't think this is canon. It's kind of they're not really going anywhere with it. And
first two seasons were great.
Be like this. We've got a Thor's second cousin over here helping us. Like they can't get any like main characters. There's like a robot chicken. They made fun of that where they were like Hawkeye's not available even. Like the guy just has arrows. You couldn't get anyone.
Yeah, it's true. Good point. All right. If you're watching right now, jump in the chats, in the comments, letting us know what you're excited about in the Marvel side, trailer wise, or anything really. Yeah. So all right, let's talk about a couple of they released a couple of Disney things, not too many. So we'll just kind of go through them real quick. So we got Andor, the Andor trailer. This is more like they're showing some concept art, kind of just talking about the character. They showed some concept drawings and stuff. This is probably the thing about Star Wars. I'm not really excited. Rick kind of made a good point of this is probably the show we didn't know we wanted, but the show we need. So we'll see. This is probably last on my list of excitement, but I'll watch it. Like David said, I'm watching all this shit. So, Krista, what'd you think of this Andor little concept trailer?
I liked it. I mean, I guess I'm I'm excited that Disney Plus is allowing the universe to be more opened and then dive into specifics so that we can see the things we love brought to life. I'm not going to be too critical of anything because I don't want a meme to ever say be right and say the word what is it the Star Wars fans hate Star Wars the most.
Oh yeah. Well, it's just like pro wrestling fans. Nobody hates pro wrestling more than pro wrestling.
Yeah, I don't want to hit on anything because I want them to keep making stuff. But yeah, I'm excited for the glimpses I saw.
Yeah, and this is like it's funny how they didn't mention anything about that Rian Johnson series that was supposed to happen. I think they're slowly just putting it to the side, and they didn't announce any. If something was happening with that, they would have definitely announced it during this time. So I think that's going away. But this is like right now they're playing with house money. This is like the first time in a long time that Star Wars fans are like juiced for Star Wars. The Mandalorian has just opened up the floodgates of like Star Wars. Hey, come back. We're good. We got our shit together. Looks like we have proper leadership and we know what we're doing. It looks like we have a plan now. Yeah, I think they're riding the ship, and it's exciting time to.
Well, I think that people were saying like if they would have had Dave Filoni, right? Is it right?
Dave Filoni.
Yeah, and John Favreau.
John Favreau. Brett Favreau.
Brett Favre.
John Favreau. If they would have had them in charge of it from the very beginning, it would have been a whole different, 7, 8, 9. And so knowing that these are the people who are putting it together and everything he touches is gold. Yeah. So people have faith that, there's this person here, and no, his hands aren't on all of it, but there was a power struggle that happened, and we all know who won. The person who just, John Favreau. There's vowels in there.
Too many. So yeah, it's a Scrabble. One Scrabble with that. Davis, anything stands out from this concept trailer? It's kind of more of a concept kind of release trailer. Not a lot of meat to this. But what do you think of this?
Dude, I'm really into this. I mean, look, it's going to be like a spy thriller type thing in the Star Wars universe, and as I've talked about on here before, I'm really big into like special features on sci-fi Blu-rays and stuff. I love watching all the production stuff. So this was the way to sell it to me personally. I just love seeing how it's all made and everything. I hope they do more of the specials on how they did the making of Mandalorian, that whole series.
Oh yeah, the gallery series.
Yeah, which I think that's coming back too. I feel like I heard something about they're doing a few more episodes of that. Yeah, I hope that's true.
Yeah, it was great. If you haven't watched the gallery on Mandalorian, it's amazing. Great. One of the best behind the scenes features I've seen in a long time. Really good.
Yeah. But also Diego Luna, I love. He's amazing. Narcos, and that's what I saw most recently. And I don't know. I always felt like if they remade The Princess Bride, which they should never ever do, but he should play Inigo Montoya, definitely, which he did in that like short little cell phone video for Quibi they made. But yeah, I love him. He's great.
That's a good.
I'll buy that.
Yeah, yeah, that's good. Yeah, who'd play Andre the Giant's role?
Big Show. Why?
I knew you were going to go there.
You have to go there.
Effort, what do you think of this little teaser trailer thing?
Well, yeah, they gave you the special. They gave you the special features first, and it's great. It's everything that you want to hear as a Star Wars fans. Everything, all the concept art, all the set building. It feels like Star Wars. That's the whole thing. Yes. I mean, I'm like, I see all that, I get excited. That's I get to live. This is all I think any of us ever wanted as kids when it comes to Star Wars. We want to feel like we can live in that universe. We want to be Jedis. We want to be bounty hunters. We want to be all of this. And now, like as an adult, it's like certain things. It's like certain movies. They took you out of it. They put you someplace else, and it's just like it's just kind of cool, but this isn't Star Wars. This feels like Star Wars. And Cassian Andor to me was one of the out of most of the Rogue One characters, he just seemed the most interesting. He's a Republic spy, and it wasn't he was like excommunicated. It felt like, right? Like that's why.
Yeah, it was his mother and they were separatists during the Clone War. So yeah, they were part of the people fighting the Republic in the
Republic. So he wasn't trusted.
Yeah, well, it was both. It just shows there's two sides to the Empire and the Republic and the Rebellion. There's multiple sides to everything. Yeah.
And that's what I find, to me, the most like compelling part of everything. Sometimes it goes back to that Clerks argument, right? Where the fucking stormtroopers working on the ship, you know, they knew they were working there. They got blown up, so you know they knew they had it coming. So it's almost like that. So it gives you that other side. And dude, Andor is fucking dope as shit. You know.
Yeah, and it's cool. This is going to be like we talked a little bit more about this on the Mando and the breaking news, but yeah, this is definitely going to feel like go into like that dark place of a spy kind of thriller and set inside the Star Wars universe, which has me intrigued. But until I don't think Filoni's behind this one.
Oh God, is it? That's not. It's not Rebecca Chow, is it?
Deborah Chow. She's working on the Obi-Wan.
Okay, so let me see.
Talking about that later. So yeah, and I think this is you're definitely going to see. I don't know how far into the series, but you're definitely going to see the K2SO get involved in some point. The Alan Tudyk's character, the droid. So I think we're going to definitely see like the origin of him retrieving K2SO. So yeah, and I like your point though. That this what would you say?
Tony Gilroy.
Yeah, Tony Gilroy. Yeah, he's the one that came in and fixed up Rogue One from Garth Edwards. So
it's the series we didn't know we wanted, but we're gonna need this one.
There you go.
This is gonna be I out of all of the things, I was just like so juiced for this. Diego Luna's an awesome fucking actor, man. He's top notch. It's like they got I don't want to jump the gun, but they got Ewan McGregor back too. So they got some clout.
They got some talent.
Pedro Pascal, they got some talent. If you get talent, you come out with good products, especially if you got people with passion behind it.
For sure. So speaking of passion, Hondo, what if Atlantis attacks? One of my favorite issues, issue number 25 of the second series of What If. One of my if you ever get a chance to read one of those read that issue, it's fucking amazing. It's great. Atlantis attacks. I think the rumors are to be true. It looks like Black Panther 2 is going to deal with Atlantis, and we're going to probably see the introduction of Namor, which gets me super excited about that movie because I love the Atlanteans, and Namar's a badass. So, and that's going to probably be some more introduction to mutants too, because Namor was pretty much the first official mutant in the Marvel universe. So, so some definite exciting things coming up. All right, so
do you have a pick for Namor who you'd want to play him?
What was that cat from Crazy Rich Asians? The who played the main dude?
I haven't seen it.
I forgot his name, but I think he. I saw some fan art of him being a. I kind of want him to pick an Asian actor for him because he's kind of has those. He kind of. I don't know. I think picking a good badass Asian actor for him would be good. I saw like I remember people were saying Zachary Quinto and stuff like that. I don't know about that.
No.
He can slick his hair back.
Just because he had the pointy ears in Spock, they kind of they try to they try that that easy route.
He doesn't feel imperial, man.
I just imagine Christian Bale in American Psycho though as Namor.
Oh my god,
charming, but he'll kill you with an axe. Yeah,
Imperious Rex. Yeah, Namor's a great character because he just blends a line. He's like a ruler. And I want to see a three-way dance, man. Wakanda versus Atlantis.
Henry Golding? Is that his name?
He was the main guy from Crazy Rich Asians.
So yeah, I'm gonna look up that fan art right now.
Yeah, I want to see the three-way dance. I want to see Atlantis versus Wakanda versus Latveria. I think I want to see that.
Ooh,
I want to see the battle of the three kings. I want to see that. So that's why I want to see. Actually, since we are talking about this, what do you guys think about T'Challa not being recast in the next Black Panther 2? Chris, I'll start with you.
So it's interesting reading all of the chatter that's happening, where they were like, well, Batman's been recast over and over and over again. And Marvel taking the stance, and the writer saying that this is how we're feeling, and this is what we're going to go with. I think this is what makes them a class act. If they hold to it and they don't succumb to money pressures, because there's a money market to be had. But if they follow the comic book storyline where the baton is passed, where someone else, his sister. So I think those will be very big shoes to fill. It's not like they recasted Batman because he passed away. If Michael Keaton had passed away, would they have, how would they have done that? Would they have just, but instead it was because it was a crappy story and the money wasn't there, so he didn't want to.
I think it's a knee-jerk reaction for them. I think it's just like they know that whatever. There's no real right answer, because if they recast somebody, everybody's just going to be like shitting all over it. Like, oh, how dare you defile his memory? But I personally think T'Challa is too important of a character just to say never again, or never. We're not going to recast. We're not going to have him. He's such an important character, and I do maybe not don't recast him right now, but in the next movie. You could have the return of T'Challa and cast a new actor. I kind of want to see that. Or I think Rick talked about maybe using the multiverse to bring in T'Challa from another universe, so you can kind of explain it like that, like, oh, it's a new guy. And they've recasted before, but never to the extent where somebody dies and they have to recast. Well, what about you, Davis? Where do you stand on this?
It is a hard thing. I feel like the whole argument with Batman being recasted has to do with a lot of crazy producers that have made Batman movies. That I know it's hard to keep continuity going amongst the Batman series because they've just, I don't know, let's go nuts. But I think if they found the right person, I'd probably be okay with it. It is big shoes to fill, like you were saying. Big claws to wear, I guess, to pull out. I don't know. I'd be okay with I forget the actress's name, but who plays his
Shuri?
sister Shuri? Yeah, because she's the Panther in comics at one point, and he's there, but it is hard to just kind of write him out. They could do that. The Star Wars thing where they, digitally redo them and someone does their voice, but that's
they already said they're gonna do digital. They're not gonna use digital to bring them back. So they already said that.
We'll see how it goes.
There's a lot of theories like M'Baku. There was one theory of him taking over the role. Shuri's cool, but I like her more of the technology kind of side of things. I don't see her being the badass Black Panther character. Actually, my pick, what's her name? Michonne. She's in the movie.
Danai Gera.
I kind of want, if they're gonna go that route, and I would rather see her take over the Black Panther role, because she's badass.
She's badass, dude.
Yeah, and she can kick ass, and she was on side by side with the ladies during the Endgame battle. So I wouldn't mind actually seeing her take over Black Panther. As far as all the theories I saw, what about you, Rick? You have anybody in mind to recast, or should they somebody else take over the role?
This is the thing about this particular role. So, I mean, without the risk of sounding insensitive, although Chadwick Boseman's performance was awesome, it's not his role. That role wasn't the character. He's not bigger than the character. I think in this universe, I'm sorry, he was a great actor and everything. He was a great person, but I don't think that I think that the character has more to do than. It's rough to say, You're sounding insensitive. It's just
it's a difficult, and you can see what their position is. There's really no right answers, But
it's just that we've seen people pass, and they've not only they finished a movie. I mean, hell, Heath Ledger died, and they finished the Imaginarium of Dr. Parnassus and shit like that, right? Is that what it was?
Yeah, and the Crow, they made another Crow after the Crow,
They were shit. They were pure shit. They were pure shit. But they did, and that's the whole thing. I mean, people have loved, and they will, and a lot of fans, when it comes to remakes of The Crow, that's why they're like, dude, don't do Eric Draven again. I'm like, once again, the character isn't Brandon Lee's anymore. I mean, he died tragically. Do it, but that version of the Crow, if they do the one from the book, it's a different movie completely. You know, it happened to be one of those movies, Ray, kind of like Wanted. You know, the book's one thing, the movie's something else.
Yeah, totally different. Yeah.
So the Crow is the same thing. They took themes from it, but they went in a completely different route. You know, there's a whole load of more mythos that they didn't even include in the Crow. But yeah, I would love to see Michael B. Jordan come back.
Yeah,
that was my choice. Have him. He's T'Challa from another universe.
That'd be cool. I'd be totally down with that.
That was my thing.
Yeah,
you know,
I think he was wasted as a villain personally.
Yeah,
I love
he's
him.
He's such
and
a great actor, dude.
Yeah. Thanks a lot, Hondo. You threw us off. You threw us off board with your Atlantis attacks, man.
Oh, the other thing too, I would only like that. What if Atlantis has already been introduced? I don't want Atlantis to be introduced in a 30-minute, 15.
I think he's talking about that comment. I think he's talking about the comment.
Oh, okay, I thought we were talking.
We had many discussions about that that issue.
Yeah,
so
I was like, you can't do the cartoon, man.
I think that's what he's thinking about. All right, let's get back to the last trailer. We're going to talk about the Star Wars trailer, The Bad Batch. I'm actually really excited about this. When I saw this, this is if you watch the last season of the Clone Wars, this is a batch of clone troopers. They're kind of like deformities. They're kind of they don't look like the other clone troopers, so they're kind of offshoots. They all have like these certain special set of skills. So they like this like covert ops badass squad of clone troopers. So they showed up in the last season of Clone Wars. So it looks like they're getting a spinoff. So basically, this trailer looks like this is kind of like what happens after. This is like the next phase of even in the trailer, it burns off Clone Wars to reveal the Bad Batch logo. So this is pretty much like the sequel to the Clone Wars series. You're gonna see what's gonna kind of happens after Order 66. It looks like Fennec shows up from Mandalorian, so you're gonna have some ties from Mandalorian in here. You get a glimpse of Tarkin, who's not actually. You can see by his badge, he's not actually a Grand Admiral yet. He's Admiral Tarkin right now. So. Looking at this trailer, this gets me pretty excited about this show. I didn't know this is a show I needed, but I do now. And I've been rewatching the Clone Wars. I just started today from episode 1. I'm just gonna kind of go through them. The animation doesn't start off great, but it definitely gets better towards the end. But I'm pretty excited about this. Davis, what do you think? This is a Bad Batch trailer.
When it was first announced, I was like, that's the side character you're gonna pick, or characters you're gonna pick, because in the show, like, I like them, but I was like, they're kind of slapsticky a little bit at points and cheesy. Which, it's a cartoon. It's on Disney. It's it's for kids, but we love it, and the trailer did look pretty badass. Like, it's a lot darker route, and I'm all for some assassinations and all sorts of things like that. I guess is mainly what they're going to be doing, espionage and whatnot. So
I like kind of seeing what happened right after Order 66. They kind of explored some of that stuff in the comics and stuff. So, but it'd be cool to kind of see where like how the Empire begins and kind of how these guys fit in with the. It looks like it's going to be a lot of conflict with the. This is like after Order 66, after the clones turned on the Jedi and stuff. So you're definitely going to see a lot of conflict coming out of that. And I'm excited about this. It's definitely got high up on my list of excitement. Crystal, what do you think of this?
I was very excited when I read that was going to be a thing, and then I watched the trailer, and I was, they went in a different way with that trailer. Like you said, it was slapsticky, and I love the Bad Batch. They were a gem in the last season of Clone Wars. Seeing not all clones could be fucking perfect, and so here's the group that's not. And when they walk on screen, and all of their screen time was fantastic. So making it just action, and there wasn't a whole lot of dialogue or the shenanigans. And showing their different unique sets of talents because of their deformities. But I am super excited because everything about the Clone Wars makes the whole universe whole for me. Not gonna lie. If Clone Wars would have came out before everything, it explains everything so greatly. And so getting to see this too is another part of that universe that I love so much. So.
Yeah. Like it makes you appreciate the prequels. If you hate on the prequels, you'll appreciate. You watch Clone Wars all the way through, you're gonna appreciate the prequels a lot more because it fills in a lot of the gaps, and you get to see the friendship between Obi-Wan and Anakin. We'll talk about that in a minute. But yeah, I like to see where the story goes. I'm excited about this, and Filoni's involved, and they're gonna just. This is a sequel to Clone Wars, which I'm pretty excited about. Effort, what do you think,
dude? So I still haven't got to finish Clone Wars yet.
Where are you at?
But season, what is that, 4 or 5?
Okay. Oh yeah, you got a lot of good stuff coming.
Yeah.
Stuff.
I'm like I've been trying to catch up. There's tons of time right now. I have tons of time.
All the time in the world.
Viewing party.
For this. So Bad Batch, I saw the trailer. I don't know stuff about them. What time period does this take place in? That's what I was trying to figure out.
This is right after Order 66. This is right
after 66.
They even show or right when it's happening because they show the clip of the Emperor talking. That's when he's talking to the Senate and talking. This is where democracy ends.
So they're still this Bad Batch. They're still with them, or they are breaking off. That's what I wanted to know.
I think this is where the conflict is. I think this is where you're going to see some of the conflict. So yeah.
All right.
Yeah, they show up in the last season of Clone Wars. There's like a 4-episode arc with them, like dedicated to kind of their story. So
they're blowing shit up. It's called Star Wars. Just throw it at me.
Yeah, it's No, I'm pretty excited about this. I think it's going to be a fun show, and more Clone Wars. I'm down, and it's perfect. I'm rewatching the Clone Wars, and there's a couple episodes I totally forgot about, so it's going to be fun to rewatch all those. It's going to be quite a journey. I can't.
Animation looks good too.
Yeah, and you can tell, like watching those first couple episodes, like, yeah, they've come a long way from this. Yeah, they're like, oh man, I'm looking at Ahsoka, like, oh my god, no, I remembered, like, not, yeah, I was like, all the little, I'm glad it turned out the way it did because it started off, it was a rough couple years, those first couple seasons, but they got their stride and it turned out to one of my favorite cartoons of all time. It's really good, really well written, great stories, and great, like Crystal said, this makes you just love Star Wars even more. Just great story.
It explains a lot about Anakin. Without it, he's just a fucking...
Yeah, no, totally.
And
like
the depth that happens as it all unfolds, and you're like, oh, that makes sense. I'd go Darth Vader fucking too, probably.
Yeah, probably, yeah. Yeah, it definitely makes you like. I love Anakin Skywalker, like from Clone Wars. Like I have the hot toy of Anakin Skywalker just because I love the Clone Wars so much. I love that character. All right, we got a couple chats coming in here. Krista, super excited for Bad Batch. Yeah, me too, Krista. I'm excited. Yeah, it's gonna be a fun one. Alex Urban, Henry Golden. You and your comment.
Henry Golden, that's the Namor guy. He actually does look like Namor, dude.
Yeah, right. Henry Golden. Okay, yeah. I thought he was a comic book guy. Yeah, Henry Golden, that guy from Crazy Rich Asians. Yeah, I think he looks like I think he'd be a big good Namor. I think he looks like he has the chops too. So he looks like he could do drama and comedy and work have some wings on his feet. I think he could pull it off. Let's see. Interesting to see how many different stories / characters they touch. Yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Yeah, I think there's a lot of stories to tell, especially right after the Empire takes over. So it's definitely gonna be some fun stuff to check out. All right. So all right, let's get into our top 5. So we're gonna kind of just so first our top 5. We'll kind of go around the horn. So if somebody mentions something that's on your list, I would say chime in and say that's on my list too, and where it's ranked, so we don't like kind of cross over, so we can have a nice open discussion. Because I'm pretty sure there's a couple things that we all kind of have on our list at the same time. So just so things will move a little smoother. So let's see, Crystal, let's start with you. What's on your list you want to talk about first? It doesn't have to be in order, just something you want to talk about first.
Okay, no specific order. Going to go first with this.
Go for it. Yeah, what are you excited about?
Not of the things we talked about.
Yeah, please. That's perfect.
Did you know and see the conversation about Chippendale Rescue Rangers?
That's my honorable mention.
Do it. You want to sing it. You want to sing it.
Chippendale Rescue Rangers. I'm juiced for this.
When we talked about, when I was on last time, we talked about like, you know, they did DuckTales. What about Rescue Rangers? And then Rick went singing it. You did not disappoint, you two. You did not disappoint.
I'll just start going.
Live action / animation. I'm like, okay, well, we're going to do something different. Who is it? John Mulaney, though, and Andy Samberg. I don't know. Will John Mulaney be who? Because they don't say who they're going to play.
He's going to be Chip.
You think so?
He's going to be Chip. Sandberg's totally Dale.
Chip is the goofy one, right?
No, Chip is the straight one. Dale's the crazy one.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Of the two, right? Like, I mean, if we're doing Rescue Rangers, as in the the cartoon that we all love, not Chip and Dale, like Disney animation circa the 50s, he was more Tom Selleck-like. And so John Mulaney does not make me think Magnum PI. He makes me think not that. And so I was hoping when I saw that they were going to do it, that it was going to be like an action-y star who was like, oh, I'll do this. This sounds like something. So I'm really interested to see if John Mulaney can make me see Tom Selleck in a chipmunk. I mean, sorry. But I am excited to see one of the cartoons that I loved growing up, into something on Disney Plus, so I can spend more money.
Yeah, it's Akiva Schaffer, the Lonely Island guys. They're involved with this, which it makes me super excited. I love Lonely Island. I love all their stuff they do. On the movies they've done are pretty hilarious. The movies they've worked on was it Palm Springs and Hot Rod and what was it, the Never Stop Stopping. That was pretty funny too. So I'm excited about the people behind this, and I like John Mulaney a lot, and I like Andy Samberg a lot. So I think them as a duo, as Chip and Dale, I'm excited about this. I think this, of all like the other like non-Star Wars and Marvel stuff, this is what I was excited about for sure.
Music, it'll have music too because of their background. I'm thinking, and
for sure.
Happy too.
All right, but who's gonna play? Who's gonna play
Jack?
Wow. Oh. Who are you gonna cast? Who are you gonna cast, Rick?
I think Allison Brie has a gadget. I think.
Can they afford her?
It's Disney. They can afford it. They can afford anybody. They can buy anybody.
Millions being sent on something else.
They can get Betty White if they wanted. They can get anybody they want.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
What'd you guys think of the Chip and Dale announcement?
I'm all for it.
Yeah,
I love the show.
Yeah, it should be fun. I think. I like live action. I kind of wish they just would have did a straight up animated movie like that. Like how you gonna? Sometimes when they shoehorn live action people,
they can do this one.
Yeah,
we saw that Tom and Jerry thing.
G-Force.
Yeah. G-Force.
Dude,
the movie no one saw.
The movie was shit, but the animation on the guinea pigs was amazing. So, I watch kids' movies, okay? Don't hate me.
Who's your pick for Monterey Jack?
Oh, dude, I like Brendan Gleeson.
Okay.
The guy who did Mad Eye Moody.
Okay. That's not a bad choice.
That would be my, just because I love the gruff in his voice, dude. Yeah. So just getting angry at fucking Samberg. And he was great in Paddington. So
I love Paddington. Oh, that's a lovely movie. Nick Frost could probably pull it off too.
Oh, Nick Frost would be great, dude.
Yeah. I'm excited. Yeah, I'm excited about this. Yeah.
There was a Paddington reference, and we just all run over it. Like
Paddington's amazing. That movie's amazing. That movie's
both of them.
Both
of them are great.
It's like my comfort movie, man. Like I put that it's so like charming and just a sweet fucking movie. The music's really good in it. Like it's out the cuts. Like I watched it one day and I was like, this is amazing. This is a good movie.
Rick, you gotta watch Paddington.
I bought it on Blu-ray. Like, I know. I told Rick, like, watch Paddington. Like, he's like looking at me all crazy. Like, what do you mean? Like, well, no, watch Paddington. It's a great fucking movie. It's so good. Like, it's not even like it's above a kid's movie. It's just a charming fucking movie, man. Great. I love it. Watch Paddington, Davis. Watch Paddington if you haven't.
Yeah, I really want to. I love Paddington growing up, the stories and everything, but I have not seen the movie. Sadly.
Watch the movie. I want to hear your review of it. It's amazing. It's really great. Like a sweet, fun. The music's amazing. It's a fun, charming little fucking movie. I love that movie. It's fucking really good. Yeah.
Do either of you have a Paddington on your shelf, like next to Spider-Man and Doctor Doom? You should have one up there, probably.
Have to have Dr. Paddington Dune. Yeah.
Oh, I like that. With the hat?
Yeah, with the hat. The metal fucking bear mask, yeah.
Just having the same color instead of the cape, it's his little flannel that goes out.
Yeah. All right, David, what's the first one you want to talk about in top 5?
To keep with things we haven't talked about yet, I'm always skeptical of sequels that are coming, well at the original, but I love Hocus Pocus, and I'm excited for Hocus Pocus 2.
Yeah.
So, that's pretty much it. I don't really have anything else to say on it.
Is anybody else coming back? Is that right? Coming back?
I think
the originals are coming back.
Yeah, you can't do a Hocus Pocus without those three. They're so their chemistry was so great. It should be a fun one. Yeah, I haven't revisited Hocus Pocus in a while. So, yeah.
My dog that's been on your show several times is named after the little girl in Hocus Pocus.
Oh wow, a deep cut.
Yeah, exactly.
Awesome. All right, Rick, what the first you want to talk about? Was that ranked on your list, Davis?
Probably number 5, I guess.
Number 5. Crystal, what was Chippendale ranked on your list?
Number 1. Because of you guys.
Okay. Everett, what do you want to
I can't wait to share this. This is so great. I want to talk about this. I want to hear them sing.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
That was my honorable mention too. The Chippendales.
Yeah, that was my honorable mention. Yeah. All right, Everett, go ahead. The first one.
My number 5. I'm hoping it was them because it is Fox. The Alien series was theirs, right?
Yeah.
So I'm excited about this because from what I've been hearing, it's going to be on Earth. So I'm starting to think that Weyland-Yutani, the industry, finally got a hold of an alien embryo and brought it to Earth, or maybe they found one that's how they found it in AVP, in a temple somewhere. So if Weyland-Yutani finally has a sample and shit's about to go down and it's going to be on Earth, and it's aliens, can you just imagine that? Fucking in first season it's just all out war, and second season it's like barren wasteland, and now the aliens are in charge and shit. They're not going to go that far. They're not that smart, but if they were to, oh my god, it'd be fucking great. I just want to see. I actually want to see the xenomorph. I don't want it to be teased. Yeah,
Noah Hawley's involved with this with Ridley Scott, so I like Noah Hawley a lot. I think he's a great producer. So I think did they say it was going to be set in the future?
I'm thinking it's going to be in the future.
I hope so.
I hope so. But like I said, I want it to be. It needs to be an infestation because those things, they don't discriminate. They just destroy shit, and that's what I love about the xenomorph. Just one of them could wipe out like a whole thing because it's so stealthy. It uses stealth. It uses fear. It knows what it's doing, even though it's just an animal. I love the series. Yeah. AVP sucked though.
Yeah.
I had to get that in. Sorry.
Yeah, that's very exciting. You guys excited about Alien TV show? Davis?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Holly doing it. I just finished, I just got caught up in Fargo and
I need to
watch Legion not long ago, which Legion is really pretty, but all the good writing went Fargo, I feel like. But hopefully he can combine those two for Alien is what I'm really going for.
Yeah, cool. Crystal, any juice about this?
But I mean, the Alien was so well explained in Alien versus Predator for me. So I wonder if they'll lay seeds of that into this TV show. Just saying.
Yeah, I hope they forget about the whole series.
No, dude. The best. There was a good part of Alien versus Predator because there was a part
the credits. Yeah.
No. It's the father and son going into the. They're going into the forest and they're hunting, and then they realize they're being hunted. The father gets blasted, and then the kid comes up against the predator, and I was just like, "Oh, don't let it be that." Just like how in Predator 2, would you like candy? And the predator just looks at him. He doesn't kill the kid. He fucking just goes away. No, this predator put the little thing on him, and just obliterate. The Predator doesn't care.
Yeah.
The Predator's not here to make friends, and that's one thing that I like sometimes. It's just like show what it. No. I mean, it's fucked up, but that's what it would be. An alien invasion is not going to be fucking pretty. They're not here to be our friends. They're not all like ET. All right.
So number 5 on my list, I would say Armor Wars. Armor Wars. I'm pretty excited about it. Yeah. Hopefully this pulls from the comic. In the comic, Armor Wars was pretty much people got a hold of Tony Stark's technology and started making armored weapons out of him. Armored characters came out of this, like Titanium Man and Crimson Dynamo and the Beetle. Doctor Doom was involved with the storyline too. So pretty much the storyline with Tony Stark goes around kind of taking out all these people that stole his armor, and he just starts taking all these people. It looks like Rhodey's going to be taking the place of Tony Stark in this storyline, where he's going to go around taking out people that have stolen Tony Stark's armor, and it's a pretty awesome one of the best Iron Man stories for sure. So I'm actually pretty excited about this if they execute this right. And they talked about Ironheart being made into a show. They casted the character Riri Williams in Ironheart. I'm pretty sure this is going to tie into Armor Wars. So I'm not sure if she's going to team up with Rhodey or what have you. But if they can do this right, this could be a fun, badass story of Rhodey kind of going around taking out all these armored characters. And I would love to see Titanium Man. I would love to see Crimson Dynamo, like the Russian Iron Man. And all these kind of just like this kind of war of Rhodey just taking out all these guys. I'm pretty excited about this. So we'll see. Davis, you ever read Armor Wars?
I don't think I have. Yeah,
it's pretty. It's a fun story. It's a fun story. If they adapt that right, it should be fun. Yeah. Effort, what do you think about this one?
Dude, that's the one where they're saying that he's gonna possibly be Iron Man, right? He might become the next Iron Man after this.
I didn't hear that rumor, but yeah,
that's one of the rumors I heard. That this is like
which I'm fine with, because he was Iron Man for a long time in the comics. So
that's why when I was reading that, I was like, oh, that kind of makes sense. I'm like, and I kind of want that to be the theory now, because dude, Don Cheadle's great. I mean, he's a dope actor, and he.
Right, but way better than Terrence Howard, I tell you that.
Yeah, Tony, you owe me $5. Like, what? What's wrong with this guy?
Tony. Next
time, Tony. I'm like, he's too flashy. I'm like, come on.
That was the best recasting ever. I was so happy when that happened.
Don Cheadle's great. Yeah, I would be against it if it was Terrence Howard in this, but Don Cheadle, yeah, dude. I want him to have a vehicle. I like Don Cheadle. I watched that kid. Well, that'd be kind of cool, like the end of the series where he just takes over being Iron Man. He's Iron Man for the next couple movies. I'm totally down with that. That's great. Yeah. And then groom Riri to.
I kind of like her as her own character. Ironheart's a pretty cool character on her own. Yeah, she's a 16-year-old girl who pretty much designs her own Iron Man armor, like as a kid. So it's armor.
I got you.
It's a great storyline too with her, and that's when Tony Stark kind of went away for a couple of years, and she became like one of the new Iron Man, and then Doctor Doom became the new Iron Man, the infamous Iron Man. That was some good storylines from Brian Michael Bendis. I wonder if they're going to pull any of that stuff in there. It should be fun. Crystal, you excited about Armor Wars?
Yeah. There was I want to say we were watching something where there was already a cartoon of it.
Yeah, it was in the 90s Iron Man cartoon.
There was something like that. That's what I was thinking.
They did a story arc of Armor Wars in the cartoon, yeah. So if you want to watch it on Disney Plus, you can go check out the cartoon version, which wasn't that bad either. That was actually pretty good. The Iron Man cartoon was actually not bad back in the day.
No,
yeah.
It was okay.
It was animation. Wasn't great. It was good.
That's all.
I'm just glad it's not Star.
A stick and turn the channels that way. It's fine.
All right, Crystal. What's next?
Hammer involved?
He should be.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'd like Rockwell back.
Yeah, he should be definitely involved too, and I think
Justin.
Yeah, he should definitely come back.
I heard something else. Sorry.
All right, Crystal, what's next?
MC Hammer for a second. I was like, MC Hammer's in this too?
Absolutely, yes. His pants just.
I was like, for real? No way. Sorry. That's why I thought I heard MC Hammer.
Okay.
Can't touch this. All right.
I was excited for the conversation of Hawkeye because we had talked a little blip about I watched Bumblebee and Haley Steinfeld came on my radar. I mean, I know she was in those musical thingies where they're singing and stuff, and
That's not canon.
but but she's a badass, and so I'm excited and she has acting chops. I'm excited to see her and to see Hawkeye in a Disney Plus show, to which I'm spending money on. So,
yeah, she was definitely the best part of that Bumblebee movie. Like, she made that that Bumblebee movie like better than it probably should have been. But she was really good. And I'm excited about her in Hawkeye. In the Hawkeye, it's definitely Hawkeye is definitely kind of going up on the excited list. Yeah. And supposedly we're gonna excited. Yeah, you guys thoughts on Hawkeye? Excited about Hawkeye?
Super excited about Hawkeye. Yeah. Can't wait for that one, dude.
Yeah.
Young Avengers. They're starting. It's like the beginning of it.
It looks like we're gonna because they recast Casey in the Quantumania movie, Casey Lang, and she plays Stature in the comics. She's Stature. So yeah, it looks like they're definitely putting together Young Avengers. So yeah, we got Riri. You got you got her. You got probably the twins in WandaVision. So yeah, you're definitely gonna get a Young Avengers, either TV show or movie. I kind of rather see a TV show at this point for them. Yeah, that should be fun. All right, Davis, what's next thing you want to talk about?
Well, first I just want to say on Hawkeye.
Oh yeah,
I don't know if y'all saw Jeremy Renner posted a picture of him like on set, with the makeup and all that, and the bandages and stuff on his face, and it looks a lot like Matt Fraction's Hawkeye. So I'm hoping they pull a lot from that. I love that storyline. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, and we talked about last week. Yeah, it looks like they're pulling direct. They have the pizza dog in there. Like it looks like they're pulling. It's a great run. That first arc is really really good. So yeah, I'm pretty excited if they pull from that. I think that's the greatest like Hawkeye story. Like no Hawkeye story really stands out other than the Matt Fraction run. So I think they would have to pull from that. Yeah, so pretty cool. Yeah. All right.
But so then for my next, we talked about it a little bit last time I was here, but Miss Marvel. I'm gonna be jazzed for that for a while. Which are they gonna bring Inhumans back in at all? Because she's technically an Inhuman.
Yeah, the Terrigen. I'm not sure if they're gonna bring in the Terrigen Mist. If they're gonna, this might be a chance for them to reboot the Inhumans too. So. Or they're just going to take the easy route and just say, "All right, she's a mutant."
That's the other thing that they could do.
Yeah. They might do that too because it might be confusing to people. Like try to bring the Terrigen Mist and then trying to explain mutants too at the same time. So I don't know. I like the casting of her. She looks like super charming and super like badass, and she's going to be in the Captain Marvel too. Also, they just announced that. So
cool.
Yeah, I'm pretty juiced. So, what do you want to see from this show? Like, what anything you want to see from Ms. Marvel? I haven't read too much of Ms. Marvel, but what do you think? What do you want to see?
I wonder if they'll do a Loki crossover because there's a little bit with Loki in Ms. Marvel comics that I've read. He's not in a whole lot, but they could have Hiddleston walk on set for a minute and do a few lines and all that. So that'd be cool. I don't know. Yeah, there's a lot of things they could do in the way they write this. Like, I mean, with the human thing being part of her story again, you've got to explain Terrigen Mist again. There's so many things they're gonna have to work around again with this. So
yeah,
I just hope it's good. It's a different cultural background from much of anything else. So
yeah. It looks like it's kind of going to the ground level too. You kind of seeing like the fangirl kind of perspective of the Marvel universe. She's like in the comics, she's like a fangirl. She's like a big, Ms. Marvel, Captain Marvel fan and stuff. So yeah, it'd be cool to see that kind of side of things in the MCU. You've seen a little bit kind of in the Spider-Man movies and stuff, like kind of like what the like how people perceive these characters. So it'd be cool to see like one of those people that see these superheroes become one of. So, Krista, what do you think about this Ms. Marvel show?
I am excited. I have the comic books, and then the Young Avengers too, and I love the representation, and I don't think it's like they didn't create it just to pander to an audience. I think we talked about that like last time too. This character is ready for for this screen. I think we get a lot of the adolescent wonderment of it all with Spider-Man, and to be able to explore, beyond the inhuman aspect or mutant aspect, or just that getting to see the heart of a character, very young female, and working her way through her powers, and how they'll be. The actress is a delightful, adorable young lady who has acting chops too. So that's exciting, and the whole universe, getting to see in Captain Marvel 2, and then carrying that through. I'm excited. Representation does matter. There's going to be a lot of girls being introduced to probably their first favorite superhero this way.
Yeah. And then I remember the conversation we had. Like, this is the way you do it. Like, no one's the Ms. Marvel name wasn't being used. She graduated to Captain Marvel and was sitting there. And hey, this is how you bring in a new character. You can do whatever you want with it because the character's not being used right now. You didn't have to change an existing character to like fit your like narrative. I think this is the way you're supposed to do it. This looks like a charming show. I think it should be good. What do you think, Effort?
No, I was going to say. I was going to echo exactly the same thing. The one thing I love when it comes to the way I looked at the cast here, the cast looks like it's all inclusion. And what I mean by that is sometimes what they'll do is like they'll cast one Latin person in the show. Oh, that's inclusion. And then the rest of the cast is just, everybody's favorite actors that, no chance for new actors to come out. And this looks like it's just littered with a whole bunch of new actors, new faces. Let's give everybody a chance, guys. Everybody can act. It's all we're doing is going up there pretending to be somebody else. It's the best part of acting.
It's like this show, yeah. All right. So what's next on your list?
Oh, let me see. Me? Well, we already talked about it, so we can just move on because I already went on and on about Andor. So
Andor. Okay, that's number 3 on your list.
No, that's actually 4.
4 on your list. Okay, Andor. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for Andor.
Yeah. So I was talking about a lot, and it's still just only 4 on my list. So
okay, number 4 on my list, She-Hulk. They finally announced what's her name? She's going to be She-Hulk.
Tatiana Maslany.
And it was kind of like, she was trying to play coy a couple months ago when this kind of rumor dropped. So she's cast. I think it's pretty decent casting for her. But what got me excited, they're finally bringing back Tim Roth's Abomination, which kind of a hanging thread from the Incredible Hulk movie with Edward Norton, kind of like one of these main villains that were just sitting there and not using it. It's one of the main Hulk villains. And also Mark Ruffalo's coming in as
he said,
yeah. So if you know the comics, She-Hulk is Bruce Banner's cousin, Jennifer Walters. Basically she gets in an accident with some guy. She's a lawyer, and some guys try to kill her, and she needs a blood transfusion. No one matches her. The only one that matches her is Bruce Banner, so he has to give her a blood transfusion, which turns her into the She-Hulk. And She-Hulk is she kind of has more control over the She-Hulk character. She basically becomes more of a badass, sassier version of herself. And I'm a big fan of the comic. The John Byrne run is one of my favorite runs of all time. He showed up in Avengers, showed up in Fantastic Four. So she's definitely one of my favorite characters. I'm excited about this show. I hope they really bring kind of pull from the John Byrne run and the Dan Slott run that came out a few years ago. I really hope they roll with that, and excited to see Abomination come back. I think he's a great. Tim Roth is a great actor, and it's a great character to see come back. So I'm pretty excited about that. And then supposedly the rumor is. Since she is a lawyer, one of the big rumors is Charlie Cox is going to appear in this one. It looks like Charlie Cox is probably going to pop up in a bunch of shit coming up in this next slate. He's supposed to show up in Spider-Man. He's supposed to show up in Hawkeye. They said there was rumors of him showing up in. And he's a lawyer, so it kind of makes sense. He's going to show up in a lawyer show with She-Hulk. So I kind of hope there's a little mix of lawyer, like kind of Law and Order mixed with superheroes and like like a romantic.
Marvel SVU.
Yeah, Marvel SVU would be perfect. Yeah, so I'm super excited about She-Hulk. So Crystal, what do you think about the She-Hulk show coming up?
I was wondering if they were going to take a more Ally McBeal approach to it. SVU.
They're gonna share a bathroom.
Yeah. Again, showing my age. I love the character. I love that it's going to be able to introduce. It's that what happens after the fiascos, what happens after, or the behind the scenes of now there's consequences. You know what I mean? So that's going to be fabulous to see, because we don't see the consequences of what happens afterwards. I mean, we did in the sense of like, that's what every Avengers movie was about, was the consequences of the actions. Okay, maybe that wasn't the route I should have taken with that comment, but we don't see in a law and office. So I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
I'm not really saying anything. I've already done that.
Yeah, I think there's potential for you could do a lot of cool things with She-Hulk, but I just hope they balance out the humor with the badassness. And yeah, I think having Abomination in there as one of the villains is, I think it really upped the ante in the show. And I'm excited. Davis, what do you think about a She-Hulk show, man?
I think it'll be fun. I haven't read a whole lot of She-Hulk, just stuff that's involved with various other crossovers and everything. I'll definitely have to give the Burn run a try at some point.
I must read. Anybody that reads comics, read that run. It's a fun. She breaks the fourth wall before Deadpool. She kind of does that. Speaks to the audience. It's a fun book. Definitely a fun. And the little jabs that John Byrne takes at like the comic book industry, it's fucking pretty hilarious.
Tatiana Maslany is pretty badass. If you've seen, was it Black Orphan, and she was just in the new Perry Mason.
Okay, I gotta check her out.
Really great in that.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I wonder. So Rick, what do you think? Are they gonna kind of siege her up? How do you think they're gonna portray She-Hulk? How you think?
I hope they do the same kind of thing that they need to just enhance her up. You know how like it's almost like shot in perspective. How they did like the hobbits to humans. That I'm hoping that's what they do with her.
Mm-hmm.
Because she can't be just okay. She's green, and no, she's
right. No, she needs to be.
She's got to bulk up a little bit. At least.
Not too much, but
not too much. Exactly. You don't want her to be just like like old man Logan, female Hulk and stuff. Just like no, you don't want that. She's She-Hulk. She's still it's more her than the Hulk.
Oh, who's that lady that came into AEW? Shaq's friend that came in.
Yes.
That kind of body type. She's tall, but she's fit. She's got the yokes, but she's still got her femininity. Like
she's lady. Like I think
lady.
Yeah. I'm just happy that Tim Roth is coming back. I love Tim Roth.
Yeah.
The other thing, it's that's what I was afraid of when she said that. Is it going to be like an Ally McBeal, or is it going to be Marvel SVU? Because it's like that. I mean, it's the same kind of you're going courtroom.
There's a lot of humor. I can see a blend. I want to see a blend. I want to see the blend. I want to see Ally McBeal meets the fucking SVU. I want to see some like serious shit going down and a lot of humor mixed in too.
Because she's coming off a show like Perry, like but you said Perry Mason, right? She was so. I mean, she's got it's more of a little bit of a different tone. I want She-Hulk to be fun, but I'm like trying to sap the more fun out of the Marvel universe. That's what I'm doing.
All serious all the time.
But the other thing too, so you got Murdoch coming back. Is this a prelude to them wanting to keep him, or is this just to satisfy fans and that's it?
I think Murdoch's gonna be a big part of the MCU going forward, man. Like the way
I hope they give him his own show.
I hope so too. But get a little him sprinkled in at first and get people excited for another season of Daredevil. I think that's a good way to do it.
A true Daredevil run of what they can do.
With money. Like the Netflix show was really good, but it was a budget. They were a budget.
They had budget. They were budgeted.
Yeah, they were budgeted.
Do you think the suit will be on screen though? Because like that's my thing. I don't think the Daredevil suit has looked good on camera ever. I was not a fan of it.
What if they redesigned?
It was cool when it was in the shadows, but if you see like a full light version, it's not great. I actually really like the black suit he started off with, and then he But I thought the suit looked okay, but you definitely need spend a little bit more money on that suit. So hopefully they update that, and they their costumes have been pretty damn good for the most part in the MCU, barring Captain America's costume in the Avengers, the first Avengers movie. That costume is horrible. That's the worst costume. Like his costume in his first movie was great, but the one in the Avengers movie, gross.
Belongs in the museum.
America's ass for sure. So Crystal, what's next on your list?
Next on my list was Ahsoka.
Okay, cool. That's my number 3 too. Also, yeah.
Minds. Whoa, we are hive minded. I love Ahsoka so much. I think that's because I love Dave Filoni so much. When they cast her originally, I was like, huh. Oh, I could see this. Oh, and then someone did like a fan thing of it, fan artwork, right? That's what it's called.
Yeah.
And so I was like, oh my God, I was so excited. And then watching her on screen, just mind blown.
Amazing.
And I was like, oh, fuck yeah, this is. And then rumors were circulating and everybody was talking about it could be a possibility. And I was like, well, she might be the next future Miss Cory Booker. And so what does that look like? And will that affect the show? So maybe she can't do it, or she'll choose not to do it because there's also these lawsuit things. And then they announced it officially. And I was like, that is amazing. Watching her journey, watching the character's journey from a movie that was made with the young Hut, and then moving into season 7, and then seeing her in Rebels, I was like, okay, this is what we all need to like just get behind.
Yeah.
And to be done right. And of course it will be, because look how they did Mandalorian, and Dave Filoni's on this project, and that lady who's in charge of the Star Wars Lucasfilms franchise is taking a backseat and just allowing the people who know what they're doing to just do their stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Instead of giving like individuals like, here, take this and like do whatever you want. No, we need to have story. We need to have the story group in there. We need to have these guys in charge, because the Star Wars, it's such a rich universe that they have so many connections and these like little things that connect the universe. Ahsoka, this like she has like one of the best arcs in Star Wars, really, from start to where she's at now.
And one of the things that upset me with, I if you watch the movies separately, they're great movies, whatever. But 7, 8, and 9, where they're like, we need to up the ante and make this, great heroine and da-da-da-da-da. And it's like, you already have a fucking treasure trove of heroines, amazing female, strong characters. Follow the storyline that was in 7 and finish it in 9, please. Like, that's how I felt. And then finding out that Ahsoka is going to flow through all of this, like, it's canon, this is how it is, and there's going to be this cohesiveness in the universe, makes my universe cohesive and happy.
Yeah, she's like the Forrest Gump of the Star Wars universe. She just shows up all these big moments throughout history.
I was a little wigged out though with the whole time travel that happened in
Rebels.
If anybody's watching this that hasn't, and you're just like, oh, Ahsoka just appeared in Mandalorian. She reappears because of Rebels, and Rebels is really important to the universe, and so I'm excited to see how that is.
Yeah, this is third on my list too. Yeah, I'm super excited about this. She's definitely one of my favorite characters. Like you said, they're starting off. She was not like many fans were just turned off by her. She was just like this goofy, annoying character. Calling Anakin Sky Guy and calling her Smith.
Every second, dude, to kill me.
And she was like, she had nicknames for all like R2 and stuff. Like it was just, oh man, she was kind of cringe. But you saw her arc and her growth through the series. Yeah. And she just turned out such a badass, man. Like just like in Rebels, she was badass. The fight with Vader was amazing. Yes. and her show, like, she had the best episode in Rebels, and so far she's had the best episode in Mandalorian. She's just a great character, and then casting Rosario Dawson, man, and we kind of knew once you cast Rosario Dawson, she's not going to be cast as for like a one-off like episode, like, oh, here's Ahsoka, goodbye Ahsoka, go somewhere else. So no, this is you cast Rosario Dawson, you're going to do some big things with this character. So she's definitely going to have a big arc coming up, and I'm excited. I'm excited for the ride. And Filoni and Favreau behind the series too. And you might see Bo-Katan show up. You might see some of these other characters that showed up in Mandalorian kind of crossover. Yeah, and they kind of said this is kind of building to something. Ahsoka is coming out, and Rangers. I don't know if that's anybody. It's not on my list, but Rangers is the Rangers of New Republic, and that's going to kind of all happen at the same time as the Mandalorian. So they're all kind of building up to this big event. They haven't said if it's going to be a movie or what have you, but this is all building to something really huge. So I'm excited. This is like the most exciting thing that happened in Star Wars in a long time. Like something that everybody's kind of on board with, and Ahsoka's. Yeah, I'm juiced. Davis, this 3 on your list too?
Yeah. Well, I didn't really like. Honestly, I didn't put them in any particular order.
Whatever.
So,
throw them out there.
Yeah.
So yeah, thoughts on Ahsoka?
I'm here for it. I love that character, and Rosario Dawson's amazing and everything. So, have they said like a timetable? I'm thinking a year, 2 years for this.
Yeah, like they announced some of the times on some of these things, but they really haven't. Like, it's pretty much announced a lot of this stuff. I think it's just a lot of this stuff is going to go into production this year. I think that having that volume thing to shoot just makes life a lot easier for them, because they kind of can just kind of go in and like shoot things and kind of set up for the next show. So I think that's the way it's going to go. And these things are going to be shot pretty quickly, and on I think there's going to be a lot of turnaround on these. So I think there's going to be a time where you're going to within the next couple of years, you're going to get a Star Wars show, get a Marvel show, a Star Wars show, a Marvel show. They're going to just kind of go back and forth, and you're always going to have a show on TV on the Disney Plus. So, effort.
Oh, dude. So like the same thing for me is like they're building towards something. So it opens up a lot with Ahsoka, because one thing that pisses me off is that there was no mention of her when it comes. If she's around, if she's still going to be around during the time of like the Force Awakens, is she out there, or was she just like not like just going to show up and like do anything? Was she just an objector? Why was she an objector? Yeah. Or there's a lot to go on with her, because, dude, Ahsoka's, like you said, her character from her arc, she's Vader's Padawan. And she survived. She's like, I was so happy to see a lightsaber battle in Mandalorian. Like, this is how you do a lightsaber battle, guys. Yes. Thank you. Like, for real, thank you. Like, I didn't get one a true one in Last Jedi. I was pure shit. But that was my big. I think that was like my hugest biggest gripe is like I got Luke back in nothing. But like right here, Ahsoka is like, oh no, she just lit up. I was like, oh, here we go. And I would love to see like an Ahsoka series. It's gonna be awesome. Rosario Dawson did a great job in that episode. I want to see what other characters are gonna bring in. Bo-Katan. What was it? I'm not, since I haven't finished, I'm not sure, but there was that guy that she also met on Mandalore that she knew, and they kind of had something, but I don't know if he passed away, or because I'm not sure if it got further on after that. Yeah, you know who it is, right? So yeah, I was just like, I don't know if he's still alive, so nobody say anything. But that's are they going to cast him in real life? Or what? Are they going to cast flashbacks? That's the other thing. I would love to see flashback scenes, because you got Hayden Christensen back, so you could do flashback scenes with him as an older Anakin with her and it's a younger Ahsoka, which would be cool.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, for sure. All right. I'm super excited about this. All right, so that was on everybody's list. All right, let's go, Chris. Let's go get to the next one on your list.
Okay, I was excited for, this is nothing to do with any of the things we're just talking about in any of the realms, but on the Pixar note, there is Cars Just saying. If you close your eyes during that Loki scene, do you see Lightning McQueen talking in when it's Owen Wilson? Because that's what I saw. That was because he's like,
wow.
I'm such a fucking mom. And I was excited because Lightning McQueen and Mater are gonna do. I'm losing you guys. I'm sorry. But I'm excited about it.
I had the Invincibles hate towards Cars for a while. I'm like,
I did too until I saw number 3 first, because my kids actually walked out of the theater when we went to see original Cars because they're like, "Fuck this, Cars don't talk. This is a stupid movie." So my 5
it looks like a Chevron commercial.
Yeah, my 5-year-old and 3-year-old literally grabbed my hands in the movie theater and said, "We're done. We're done." And I was like,
Wow.
No, let's finish it up. This is the stupidest load of mom. And we walked out of the theater. So now I have a 2-year-old who we saw number 3 first. And the waterworks come because it's about heart. And so then I revisit all of Cars. And then I'm like, oh, this is actually a really great series. It's not just a gas commercial. And so to find out that Pixar has decided once again to not reinvent something, but to just give something that we already know. I'm excited that Pixar is able to do that. That Pixar, has 2 original ideas that come out every 5 to 10 years, and then the rest is rehashing, so that I have to buy more stuff to go with the cartoons and memorabilia to go with the cartoons. So I'm glad to know this. So I'm excited. That's why it's number 4, because I like spending money on Disney and Pixar. I don't know if that was like a compliment or if I was just bashing Pixar. As I was talking, it's like, Pixar, come out with something new. I did love In and Out, Inside Out, and then like all these other things. And then they have Soul, but then it's like, okay, Cars and Up. So that was number 4. There's a lot that tied, but I was like, you guys, I have to say this. So okay, go ahead. Sorry, you guys can go now.
I have nothing to say about Cars. I was like your son. I walked out of the first one. Like, no, this is crap.
I'm done.
Yeah. It sounds cool though. It's gonna be like a cross country road trip with them. That sounds like a fun. Yeah, like people like kids. It's not made for me, so it's made for a little.
Maybe the cable guy. It's a cash cow.
Anybody have any other words for Cars?
I'd want Invincible 3. I mean, the Invincibles 3. I said Invincible 3. The Invincibles 3.
Incredibles 3, you mean?
Incredibles. Sorry. Invincibles in my head. Sorry.
Bro. I want Incredibles 3, but I want them to do a time jump. I want them to go 15 years. I wasn't a big fan of the second Incredibles. I kind of just felt like it was more of the same of the first one. Like the only good part was the baby raccoon fight. That was like the best part.
It gave a ride to Disney.
Yeah.
The Incredicoaster had there not have been that num num cookie scene. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Sorry, Davis, you're saying?
Are they doing another Incredibles one? Is there one on the docket?
Definitely.
Because I feel like you're getting like 4
I wish.
instead.
Yeah, no, he's trying to will into existence. Yeah, I don't know. Like he'll probably make it in like 10 years or something. Like when Brad Bird has nothing else to do. Yeah.
Again.
Yeah, I like how the Cars talk when to Incredibles talk.
Sorry.
All right, Davis. I'd much rather talk about Incredibles than Cars.
Yeah.
I guess I gotta watch the third one. I guess the third one.
I'll watch it. Yeah, I like things with heart.
Actually, that's not the first time I've heard the third one's actually really good. So
the third one, when their ode to Paul Newman is basically what the whole thing's about.
Is that? Oh, I'll watch that. Is that on Disney Plus right now?
It is on Disney Plus right now, and it's the fabulous Hudson is Paul Newman and they made this mistake of doing whatever they did with number 2, and number 1 is way better having watched number 3 first.
I want to see. I love Paul Newman.
With her 2 kids, it sucks shit. Watching it, I was like, now when I watch it, I cry at the end of Cars 1, and I cry like in 3 parts in Cars 3. And that's not being pregnant, and that's not menstruating. It's emotional. And if you liked Paddington, I'm just saying, give it a shot. It has heart.
I cry in movies. I don't care. I'll cry there.
X-Men Apocalypse doesn't count, okay?
Dark Phoenix.
Davis, what's next on your list?
Not cars talking, but animals. I'm looking forward to Zootopia Plus. I like the movies a lot, so hopefully the series. There's not a whole lot on what it's going to be, just further adventures, I guess. But
It's a fun movie.
For that.
Yeah.
Oh, Zootopia? They're coming out with another one?
Yeah, the TV show.
Yeah, it's a TV show. It's going to be a short series, so hopefully that'll be not just sitting at the DMV, but it should be good.
I liked the movie a lot. It was a cool flick.
Yeah, short form series. Yeah, spring 2022.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, should be fun. Yeah, it's the same Trent Corey and Josie Trinidad. Okay, yeah, it sounds fun. Yeah, they're on so many damn series. All right, effort. What's next on your list?
Fantastic Four.
It's my number one.
Yeah, Fantastic Four. That I want to see that movie. I want to see who they're going to use as a villain. That's the thing I think we think about with every Marvel or with Marvel movies, with comic book movies. You want to know who the villain's going to be. And the Fantastic Four, they got a villains gallery. They're like, there's very few superheroes that have a villain gallery. There's other superheroes borrow their villains. That's how.
Just like the X-Men. The X-Men have these great villains that they can mix so well with all the other people.
Yeah, right. So I want to know who they're going to use. I don't think they're going to use Doom.
Not yet. No.
Not right off the bat.
I heard Annihilus. Annihilus would be a good first one for them. Yeah, and you could have Kang. Kang is a Fantastic Four. You could have him
just hop in and fucking be the villain right at the end.
Yeah. I think they're going to definitely Ant-Man is definitely going to have some tease. And John Watts is directing it. John Watts, who did he's doing the first 3 Spider-Man, Tom Holland Spider-Man movies. So we're definitely going to see some hints of that coming up in the next phase. We're going to see some hints of the Fantastic Four dropping in. Wasn't a big fan of the logo they kind of teased. It was kind of looked too sharp. I was like, eh. But John Watts directing. I love the Spider-Man, Tom Holland Spider-Man movies a lot. It's so I'm super excited. This is my number one excited news. I'm super. Everybody knows I'm a big Fantastic Four mark. I love the Fantastic Four, and like Rick said, the villains are great. You got Galactus, you have Molecule Man, you have the Mole Man, you have Dragon Man, you have there's just so many great villains you can use. Psycho Pirate, like all these great characters, the Fearsome Five, and that's how you can kind of bring in the Inhumans too, because they started off in the Fantastic Four. If you want to do the Inhumans right. So I'm super. I just want to see a proper Doctor Doom. You're definitely going to see hints of Doctor Doom in this movie. I don't want to see
on the screens.
I kind of want to see an arc for Doctor Doom. I want to see him like start off as Victor Von Doom and kind of grow, and like he's going to be the next bad guy for the next 15 years. Bad guy / guy who saves the universe. So it's definitely going to be. I'm excited about this. This gets me juiced. I like Peyton Reed, who's directing the Ant-Man movies. It was supposed to direct. He wanted to direct a Fantastic Four movie a long time ago, about 20 years ago, before the Tim Story ones. So he was kind of rumored like maybe be the guy to take over the Fantastic Four. But looks like John Watts made a better pitch. So I'm excited, man. John Watts gets humor. He gets family. He gets superheroes. So he gets action. I think this is going to be the one to finally get Fantastic Four right. I think we had so many goddamn tries, so now we're going to finally get a Fantastic Four movie. I'm super juiced on this. I just want a Fantastic Four movie before I die. That's all I want. I've been holding out. I've been surviving. A proper Fantastic Four movie. Like The Incredibles can't be the best Fantastic Four movie. Like that can't they took all the great ideas for Fantastic Four and made a great Fantastic Four movie.
Yes.
So they're finally going to do this. I'm so excited. I need this to come out now. Now I want to know casting. I want to know who they're going to cast. Like Krasinski, is that like Emily Blunt?
I'm hoping those two are set in stone.
I hope so. Yeah, I hope so.
It comes down to Grimm.
Now if they don't cast them, it's going to be a disappointment because we all kind of built it up in our heads that they should be cast as these characters, and they're I think perfect cast. They're already married couple, and they have that they have
chemistry, man.
Good chemistry, yeah.
They actually have on-screen chemistry, which is great.
Yeah, so I hope I don't need an origin movie from them. I kind of just want them to be there, and like you can probably tell their origin in a quick little flashback or something. I don't need an origin movie from them. I want to see Fantastic Four right away. They already have their powers. They already have their dynamic. I'm just this gets me. I'm so excited for this. I'm juiced for this. So what do you guys think, Crystal? What do you think of Fantastic Four, John Watts movie?
I love how you said juiced like at least 10 times.
I'm juiced.
Whenever Fantastic Four or Doom gets in the conversation, juiced every time. Actually, I think Doctor Doom should have his own movie. Like he has his own run.
Me too.
Like honestly, that's a bankable way to introduce and to give growth and to the properness that character needs and deserves, and then put him within the universe as the villain in other spots. But it'd be a great way to reverse what they've been doing to show the other side. Yeah. Go ahead.
I was talking to somebody about this the other. I would actually want to see a series like a Victor Von Doom series, like kind of like show his childhood, like kind of how growing up in Latveria and kind of how his mother like died and how his father tried to save him and his father dies and like kind of show his origin going up to college where he meets Reed. So I would love to see a series just of that, like a little a 6-episode arc of just his origin would be amazing.
So you're offering you'll give assistance and backstory. You can help them, right?
I could write it right now if you need it.
Start it. I'm excited too. I'm excited for Fantastic Four for there to be money behind it, and if they get the casting, if they get those 2 players for more money behind it, because then we can see what we want with in a way. That there's not those restrictions. What I'm finding, with the exception from Disney, when it comes to like the Star Wars realm, with a few, but Disney is trying to listen to the fans. There's money there. They go on the fan boards and they listen to the complaints, and so hopefully, they spend a lot of money actually hiring people to listen to all the fans and their stuff in their think tank. And then come back with an algorithm of what they would like to see and not see, which I think is interesting. And hopefully they apply that to what everybody has said about the last few Fantastic Four movies and give the movie that the fans want and deserve for having put them through all that other stuff.
We deserve it, damn it.
Yeah, wants it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, it's yeah, and fans are clamoring for it. I like they're going the Fantastic Four first. Like give X-Men a break for a couple of years. You could sprinkle a little X-Men here and there coming up, but I want to see Fantastic Four done right away. Like that should be priority for them because X-Men, like either you can tell X-Men stories. I don't need to see Wolverine for another 5-6 years.
Well, see, that's Wolverine, not X-Men.
Yeah. Well, if they're going to do an X-Men, they're going to have Wolverine.
I know, I get that, but it's just Wolverine is not the X-Men. It's not Wolverine and the X-Men.
There was a comic called that, and a TV.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. But it's the X-Men are not just Wolverine.
Yeah, no, I want them to focus on the heart of the story should be Jean Grey and Cyclops. That should be the heart of the X-Men. So hopefully they go that route. So yeah, but I'm okay with not seeing the X-Men for a while. But do it right, sprinkle them in. I heard Captain Marvel 2 is going to have Rogue. Like Rogue's going to be like one of the villains in Captain Marvel 2. So that could definitely start introducing the X-Men like that. Just sprinkle them in like the next few phases, the next phase or two, and then go out do an X-Men. I hope they do an X-Men TV show because I think a TV show would be work a lot better than an actual movie. You can definitely do like big event X-Men movies, but doing an X-Men TV show would probably work a lot better because sitting in the school and like you could tell more stories because that's when the X-Men were best really in the comics, like the quieter moments when they're not battling fucking the Shi'ar or doing these best things. It was kind of like the quiet inside moments, when they're just like playing baseball or at home and all the drama that goes on in the school. So I'm hoping they gonna give us the X-Men, but don't give us right away. I can wait. So Davis, what do you think of this Fantastic Four news?
I mean, yeah, if you're into that sort of thing, no, I'm juiced for it too, man. I keep going, like rattling my brain, trying to think of who can hold up the mantle that this had put down for us, and I can't remember the other kid's name that played him in the newer one, but who's going to say it's clobbering time? We want John Krasinski and Emily Blunt for the first couple, but I can't think of who I would cast as the Torch either. I mean, which it's not hard for someone to play an asshole. Not a total asshole, but cocky.
Yeah, any standard young actor in Hollywood can play that. Human Torch role.
They were talking about the guy who was the big brother in Stranger Things, the hateful big brother of
Billy
Billy. Yeah.
Max I heard that rumor.
The Power Ranger.
Yeah, the Power Ranger dude. After seeing Power Rangers, dude, I love Power Rangers. Don't get it's a great. I love that. But yeah, I would like to see him
too, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The movie was pretty good.
The movie was great.
They're doing it again.
Yeah, they're redoing it. I think because they're gonna actually focus. I love the whole thing, like it was Chronicle, but like a Chronicle Power Rangers. But okay, let's go.
And then I do. Yeah, and then villains is a whole other thing that you think Fantastic Four does have such an amazing selection, and I feel like I've said it before, and I've definitely pitched him for Wolverine, but Danny DeVito for Mole Man.
You got to do that now, man. You got to do that now.
Yeah.
It'd be great.
Well, I mean, that's a character that can just pop in. Like it could be one of those little side starting out adventures. Man, come on.
Well, they kind of parodied that in Incredibles, like at the end. What was it, the Underminer?
They did.
The Underminer.
I am the Underminer.
When I saw that, I was
great.
like, no, they can't use it in Fantastic Four now. This is awful.
I can't wait for the comments, like when this movie comes out, like, oh, they just stole all the Incredible stuff. Like, that's gonna happen. Like, that's it's just a remake of the Incredibles. And like, you fucking kids, you don't.
Wait till the Richards have kids, then see how you do even more.
All right. Okay. So that was all right. What are we at now? How many do we have left? We should have one more, right? One more, Rick.
I haven't done my number one yet.
Okay.
I don't think Davis has done his either yet.
Yeah, I haven't done. There's one I haven't done yet.
Oh yeah, you're number two.
That was
that was my number two, and you jumped in because it was your number one. Okay. Oh no. Yeah.
Okay, Davis. What was your number two, right? You have any more?
Well,
I'm confused.
I've got a sixth one here.
I got like 3 left.
But...
Yeah, I know, Fieldy. That wasn't the rules.
Sorry. All right. I got. So, all right. I'm sure this is on somebody else's list. The Obi-Wan Kenobi show.
That's my number one.
That's my number two. Is this on anybody else's list? I assume. Rick is on
my
yours?
number one.
Yours on Crystal too. Okay. This is. As soon as I heard, I was already excited about this. Deborah Chow is directing this. She's directed definitely a couple of the best episodes of The Mandalorian last season. She's going to show run this. And the news that got me super juiced is Hayden Christensen coming back to play Anakin Skywalker, Darth Vader. So that gets me super juiced. I definitely want to see him done justice. I think getting the right directors in with the right dialogue, him playing you might see some flashbacks. Seeing him in the Vader suit would be great. And they said they're going to have a rematch. Obi-Wan and Darth are going to have a rematch. And so some people would say it doesn't line up with A New Hope. It kind of does at the same time. So I'm excited about this. I love that we're getting an Obi-Wan. Ewan McGregor is like the perfect age for that right now too. He's right at the age. I think they said 10 years after. 10 years after Revenge of the Sith. Mm-hmm. So this is like prime storytelling time. Luke's they're gonna cast a young Luke. Who's the one that played Lars in Revenge of the Sith? He's like a big actor now too. What the hell's his name? I forgot his name. You're gonna have Lars, Owen Lars in there, and you're gonna definitely have some conflict with that.
You know who you're talking. Now I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
He was the guy in the movie Warrior with. Tom Hardy.
We'll remember in a second. We're gonna get to see that. We're gonna see Anakin done right. I'm so excited for this. Like I think they said it was gonna be like a 4 4 or 5 episodes.
Joel Edgerton.
Joel Edgerton.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was thinking Taron Egerton for a second. I was like, no, it's not that guy.
So yeah, I'm super juiced on this show. This is gonna be great. Yeah, it's gonna be an event series. Yeah, I think this is gonna be a one and done. So I'm excited about this, man. I can't wait for this. Crystal, what do you think about this?
I'm excited. When I found out that they were going to do Darth Maul, the conversation. What were they like that? They were doing the list of all the people who were going to be in it, and I was like, it's so great to see that they're again, cohesiveness is what I'm excited about. Is that there's cohesiveness within this universe now, and getting to find out what happens between point A and point B is important for the whole universe. So yeah, that was like a tie. My number one tie was between Obi-Wan and something else.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, so I'm super juiced. Davis, is this on your list at all?
It's not on my list, but like we said, they're all on the list. I'm gonna watch them all. Come on.
Yeah, so it's like a top 40.
Yeah, when I looked through the list of them all, I was like, I gotta pick 5. Like, what the?
Yeah.
I mean, so yeah, I mean, this one's been rumored about for the longest. I feel like of all the Star Wars thing, people have been pestering Ewan McGregor for years about it, and he's like, no comment. So
he was so happy when they finally got to announce it. He was like, oh, finally, I get to fucking stop asking me about this fucking movie. Like, yeah, I'm gonna be in it.
Yeah. Yeah, I have no clue. I haven't read many of the like Star Wars comics, so I don't even know where to begin with. I mean, they could do anything, but it could just be Ewan sitting in a rocking chair on Tatooine, going back and forth. You know, I mean, probably not, but yeah, I think it'll be amazing. Definitely.
Yeah. I think that I think it's gonna like you gotta explain how he kind of knows who Vader is. He's more machine than man now, and then some of the dialogue, it would explain like some of the backstory. So I'm super juiced for this. I think this is definitely high on my list. Yeah, other than the Fantastic Four, this is like I'm super juiced for this, man. It's super. It's gonna be amazing. Alfred, any final thoughts on the Obi-Wan series?
Yeah, so like since it's like a one-off series, it's pretty much what sends him into hiding. This is gonna be the battle that fucking sends him into hiding. And I like you just said it. He's more machine than man. I think that's gonna be the last time that he tries to reach out to him and there's something left of Anakin Skywalker in there. But you know what? Obi-Wan can't bring that out. For some reason there's so much hate for Obi-Wan that he's not going to be able to bring that out, and he's going to have a battle with him where I think he's going to break Obi-Wan. Like Obi-Wan's sorry, it's a brother fight. Yeah. It's a brother fight. Yeah. It's
find out more. Seasons 4 through 7.
I think if it's a one and done, it's going to be like, I would say I'm happy with a 6-episode arc. You know, an 8 one would be nice, but a 6-episode arc, I think it's all you need. But just make them a little bit longer.
Yeah, I hope these are sick, dude. They should be hour episodes. I heard like it was gonna be like 4 episodes. So if they do that, I hope they're like an hour. Yeah, I hope they're at least an hour. Yeah, and there's a lot of characters around during this time. Ahsoka's around during this time. Maul's around during this time.
Are they gonna bring them all out?
Yeah, gonna be in it.
Yeah. I think Maul should definitely go. Yeah, because I love that ending. Yeah, I love that ending in Rebels with Maul.
Are they gonna have Ray Park in it?
Yeah.
Doing some creepy shit.
No, they seem to be okay with some of the because some of these Star Wars actors have been kind of saying some off the chain shit, and they're getting spin-off series. So I don't know if it depends what they're doing. So. But yeah, just sorry. All right, so what do we have left on our list? Anybody have anything?
Did anybody like Rogue Squadron's little?
That was one of the last two on my list. Rogue Squadron. Rogue Squadron's great.
Right.
We're just adding stuff now.
Sorry, okay, it's way too not enough.
It was Rogue Squadron's going to be awesome. Top Gun in space. I'm all about that.
I like Patty Jenkins. She's a good. We could look at the. The Acolyte. I'm excited about. That's the 200 years. It's during the High Republic, 200 years before
High Republic.
before Phantom Menace. So that should be a fun one. Yeah, it's the Rangers of New Republic could be fun.
I just want to know the cast on that because it can't be Cara Dune by herself, man.
I think we're gonna get what's his name,
Timothy Oliphant.
and Bill, I think Bill Burr might show up in that too.
Bill Burr would be great too. Yeah.
Lando would have been in my top 5, but I want to know casting. I want to know if Donald Glover's coming back. If Donald Glover's coming back, that'll be like in my top 3 because I love Lando and Solo. So any other things? Any honorable mentions?
Secret Invasion.
You want to go to the Marvel stuff? Yeah, we can see the Marvel.
Yeah, for me, Secret Invasion's to me my like. That was like my little hidden gem that they threw at me right there. I was like, whoa.
Yeah. That should be fun. Yeah.
My favorite book is the Deadpool Hidden Invasion storyline. If they were to do that, I'd be like, oh, that'd be great.
Yeah, I like the fact they're bringing Ben Mendelsohn back. I love Ben Mendelsohn. He's one of my favorite working actors right now. So I'm juiced for that. Anything with him, I'm always juiced for. Yeah. Seeing Sam Jackson come back. All right. Anything else anybody wants to talk about before? Go ahead, Dave.
I got one thing. Sorry, Crystal, do you want to go first?
No, go ahead. I talked a lot, Davis. You're fine.
Something Rick posted on the Facebook group. Was it Thomas Jane wanting to direct John Bernthal as Punisher?
That's interesting.
Yeah, I personally didn't like Thomas Jane as Punisher. Thought he was a little too soft. Thank you, Rick, for agreeing with me. Most people argue with me over this, but
I agree.
I thought, as far as Punishers go, what's his name? Ray Stevens was my favorite Punisher. The movie was garbage.
Thank you, but yes, yeah. Ray Stevens. I say the same thing.
He's the Punisher.
He looked like a John Romita fucking like drawing of fucking the Punisher. He looked like
he was 90s, spot on.
He looked like a '90s Punisher. Like he looked dead on. Yeah, but the movie. The only good thing is when he grenaded that rocket launched that.
That's the only good part.
Yeah, the only good part of that fucking movie. That was great.
No. That's like the only thing I really remember about it, honestly. Like, it just, I erased the rest of it.
It's kind of kind of weird fucking
absurd.
When they announced the series and everything, I was like, how are they going to, like, I don't want the Punisher having long dialogue. Like, what the,
Yeah, he just needs to be killing fuckers, man. Yeah. He's a man of very few words, man. Like, yeah, he needs to just go and wreck shit. He doesn't need to fucking have a whole speech and shit.
I like his appearance on like the Daredevil show. That's how they should have the Punisher.
Yeah.
Punisher just comes in, does shit. He has a few like just lines, but they're poignant. He's like when he's talking to me, it's still the best scene I think in all of Daredevil. It's the rooftop scene with Daredevil and the Punisher. Just that to me, that's like, dude, this is what like fucking like this could have all been taken out of panels in a book, just the way they wrote it and everything. It was great. I was like comic book fan. I'm like, oh, that's exactly what I want. That kind of scene. Punisher is just like, very minor, but what he said is very poignant, dude.
Yeah, I hope they bring Bernthal in. He was great as a Punisher.
Who would you want though, Davis, to direct the Punisher movie?
Oh, I don't know about directing. I was saying they technically killed off Ray Stevens in the Marvel Universe now, so they could bring him back as the Punisher, I guess. But I don't know.
I wouldn't mind seeing like the guys that made the Raid come in and make a Punisher movie, or the guys Well, like some of the guys made John Wick too, like the guys who made John Wick and the Raid. I wouldn't mind seeing them come in and make a Punisher movie. That'd be badass.
Chad Stahelski.
Yeah.
They're never going to stop making John Wick movies, though. They'll be doing that for the rest of their lives.
Short and weak. All right, Crystal, what do you were saying something before?
Was I saying before?
Before Davis interrupted you.
Oh, Moon Knight.
Oh, Moon Knight.
No,
yeah.
I talk a lot. It was fine. I need to take a mute button every once in a while. It's okay.
No, we saved that for Rick. Don't worry.
Very true.
Yeah, Moon Knight's great. Like Oscar, like is there something that Oscar Isaac's not going to be a part of? Like, goddamn, he's like part of every fucking series.
Dude, he needs to be Gomez Adams.
Yeah, it was great. That animated Adam Sandler was not actually that bad.
Yeah, I would just love him. Yeah, let him go from animated to he's Gomez Adams. Let him do Gomez Adams. All this real the Johnny Depp talk's got to stop, folks.
Yeah, Johnny Depp.
I love Johnny Depp. Don't get me wrong, but just you got to stop. The Tim Burton and him working together shit has got to stop. It's
Listen, that's the longest relationship either of those two have ever had.
He doesn't have to star in it. He could be in it, but he doesn't have to be the star of it. He fucked up Willy Wonka, the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, and forever I will despise the pairing. Not to mention what they did to Dark Shadows. Sorry, Michelle, but yes,
that movie's horrible. Oh yeah,
it's bad. They killed Barnabas. Oh my god, they killed Barnabas, dude. Barnabas Collins is such a great character, and they joked him.
All right, enough of Dark Shadows.
no more Dark Shadows. I don't want them to joke. I don't want them to joke the Addams family, dude. Addams family is precious, man.
Well, there are jokes.
Precious property.
It is a comedy, you know.
No. But joking is fucking like just like not paying like actual proper honor to the property. Make it funny, but don't make a Tim Burton movie anymore.
Yeah,
because it hasn't really worked.
Yeah. He was originally actually supposed to direct those Barry was it the Barry Sonnenfeld ones? Yeah, he's supposed to. I think he was actually supposed to direct the first one.
Oh, was he?
Yeah. Let's see. All right, let's go through some chats real quick. We got Ellerb, Wakanda Forever. There you go. I need to see Paddington. One of my feel good is Lego Batman. That's a yeah.
Lego Batman's great.
All the Lego movies are amazing.
Yeah, I like them.
Yeah.
I think of Star Wars explained Episode 9 to me better.
The Lego games are great.
I missed those Christmas parties on the Blue and Gold. We're not going to talk about those.
Yeah. Oh, I missed one year.
Danny, juice for all of them. See, juice. That's the show. The word of the day is juiced.
There's your shirt.
Yeah, I was just thinking that.
Just Fieldy's face juiced, just like his Fieldy. We're gonna make some more Rosario. Hell yeah, more Rosario. I'm down. Rick should play Lurch.
Oh, little brother, you choose to troll me on here too. You know that's the best. That's the best part. I hate him now. He used to be my favorite brother.
Rick, want me to block him?
No, it's just you should just block him. No more for him.
Oh, take one button, Rick.
I don't understand the hate, man. What the fuck?
As the brothers, yeah.
It shouldn't be that way.
It's just, not like this.
Not like these. Not like these. Not like these.
All right, great. That was a great discussion. This is like Disney Plus is definitely giving you bang for your buck right now, man. They're giving you a lot of great quality.
Raise your rates.
Oh yeah.
You know what? Usually I'm mad at
too.
this shit, but looking at this slate, like, all right, you got me for the next fucking 10 years of my life. Like, all right, you sold me. Like some of these streaming services they have, like some shit is like, I might watch that, I might watch that. But no, this Disney Plus looks like they got their shit. Like, oh man, I'm excited for pretty much the whole slate, man. And just love you, bro. Aww.
Liar.
Rick's not buying it. He's not buying it.
He's trolling. It is. Yeah. Quintero brothers, goddamn it!
The never-ending battle.
It really isn't. There was like an alliance for years now. Like now, it's like the Lannisters and the fucking and the fucking North. Okay,
I'm not all like the Lannisters. All right, let's go. Let's do the. Where we at right now? 2:22. All right, we got time. Let's do the pull list. Pull list is stuff you picked up recently. You want to talk about something you picked up, watched, listened to, something good or bad, something you want to rant about, something that you want to talk about. So, Chris, I'll go to you first. You got anything on your pull list this week?
I'm going to mention my business partner again, and that Cyberpunk game. I'm learning so much about it. Like, I'm just amazed at like how this game could get delayed, then do a Rickroll to everybody, which they did. They thought they were going to get another delay, and they did a Rickroll. They did all the lyrics to the Rick Astley song, And now, like, all my friends and my business partner are all missing because the first 48 hours of having the game, it came in on Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Like, nobody was answering any texts. Nobody was anything. And I'm like, what's going on? So I became obsessed with watching, like, all the clips on it. So my pull list is the fans of Cyberpunk. and the obsession that is this game where you can go to the adult store and stuff like this is, and you can have love affairs and kill people and be friends with them. And I was like, do you get points for like most hours played? Is that what's going on? But no, they don't send you anything. You just get like a huge, like when I said, show me a picture of like what you're doing right now. And like 5 people sent me a baton that looked like a baseball bat that wasn't actually a baton nor a baseball bat.
Oh.
But like a so. And that's what they're using to rec shop in the game. And so I was like, okay, well, I need to look that up online. You don't need to. You don't need to know how it beats people. And like I thought that what was it, Saints Row was a pretty fun game from I don't play but I watch. And this makes that look like Disney Plus.
It makes it look like Cars 2, huh?
Yeah, exactly. So that's my pull list.
Wow. So what are like the initial thoughts of the game? Like I've been hearing like mixed things on it. Like
I've heard mixed things on it.
Lots of patches are needed.
Yeah.
I like watched all the lowdowns, all the there's patches needed for it. The people aren't as excited about it because it's not PS5 or like it's not there yet, so you have to use your PS4. But people just bought a PS5 with all its shit ton money, but it doesn't.
It's not running well on it.
Yeah.
There's a lot of glitches, and they're saying like in 2 years this game is going to be like fixed up and amazing. But
they are really the trend is right now to release games unfinished.
Yeah.
The public buys them, and that's all that matters, dude.
Right.
Yeah,
and like that Avengers game shit the bed hard because it was like an incomplete game, and you gave these fans like this crap
incomplete.
game. I want a complete fucking game, man.
I want to wait a year for it to have the patches, and then I'm really gonna enjoy it.
I'll just watch somebody's Twitch stream of fucking them playing it. I don't need to watch them fucking play the game. Mixed things on that one. But I'll definitely go Pornhub and check out the screenshots.
Way better than watching it on. Okay, wait, I can't say that because we're on this channel. But there's other channels you can go to that, although Pornhub doesn't do, what is it, American Express and Visa anymore? But anyways, that's neither here nor there. If you go to those other channels, they have better editions.
Okay. Crystal's porn website of the week. There you go. Awesome. Davis, what's on your pull list this week?
Let's see. I finally started reading Immortal Hulk. After you guys have been talking about, I just read the first 5, or I think I read the first 5 so far. The director's cuts.
Okay. First 5 issues.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which there's like it's in the 30s or so now, right? I figured there's a good chunk for me to read now. So
yeah, he's going. They're saying he's going up to 50.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that's what the rumor is. They haven't made it official, but
okay.
I read the first arc and I was like, okay, it's okay. Keep reading. It gets really good.
I know Alex preaches it a lot, so
he preaches a lot, but that's one thing I agree with on. It's good blend of horror and superheroes. Like you're a big horror guy too, so it's great. Yeah. Al Ewing's a great writer.
Yeah. I also started reading the Jeff Johns Green Lantern stuff. It's pretty fun. As I've knowing you two, I've been diving more and more into the DC realm and whatnot, and Green Lantern's pretty fun.
Yeah, it's cool.
We're our gateway drug.
Where are you at in that?
I just hold on. Let me look. I think it's volume 1 or something. It's not the omnibus, but like volume 1 that they put out a while ago.
Okay, cool. Yeah. I got some cool shit. Yeah, fucking when you get to the Sinestro Corpse War, man, that shit is awesome, man. That's one of my favorite. Yeah, that's one of my favorite story arcs, man. Yeah, it's so
cool.
Yeah, that's a fun story. Yeah, you're definitely gonna enjoy that.
That, and then the last few days I've been reading Jeff Lemire's Descender, which I feel like someone pulled up on here maybe in one of the last few episodes.
Alex did, and he gave Rick.
I got him. Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah. Okay, I knew I'd seen it pop up on the screen, but I started reading that. I like it a lot. It's your humans versus robots kind of.
How many books do you have of that one?
There's just 2 big volumes that I've found. That there's 1 through 16 and 17 through 32. Okay. And then after that's over, he started doing Ascender, which I think that's ongoing right now. So I don't know.
Offender is next.
You're right.
Wow.
Offender is about Alex and Rick on their buddy cop duo.
The Offenders.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. All right. Anything else?
That's pretty much it. Yeah.
Cool. All right. Effort.
So Grand Theft Auto. That's one of them. The Cayo Perico heist. It's a new. I just played the first mission right now, but it's you get to just visit this island, and it's pretty much you're being stealthy, and you have to take as many pictures and figure out what's there. So there's tons of shit to steal. You could do this up to 1 person or up to 4. It scales the difficulty for you, and you can maneuver in very different ways. By the way, I have a submarine now in the game, which is awesome.
We have a T-Rex.
Yeah, I have a submarine. I get to shoot like guided rockets now at people who are like just being assholes to other people.
We're talking about the game, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Just want to make
and
sure.
dreams.
Don't take them from me. So yeah, it's pretty dope. You actually can drive the submarine, which is pretty dope. You take control and you can descend. I haven't done it yet, but there is like a maximum crush depth that I was reaching, and I was like, because I wanted to recreate the thing from like the Hunt for October, where like I wanted to see if the submarine would breach like a whale, but it kind of did. I started bumping into shit on the way back up, so. But it's fun. And the other thing was I like revisiting old movies, and so like Ray, you called me right when I was watching it, The Hitcher. I was watching The Hitcher from 1986 with Rutger Hauer, C. Thomas Howell, and Jennifer Jason Leigh. And oh God, if this is not how to make like just an unnerving movie, like just awesome. This is like textbook. This is how you do suspense, or this is how you make a movie about just somebody fucking with somebody. Just because it's Tuesday, you're gonna die. I'm sorry. It goes into the site. They try to remake it, and I watch remakes based on movies. Sometimes they're good. Sometimes they're better. Sometimes they're pure shit. The Hitcher, the remake was pure shit. I was hoping Sean Bean playing the Rutger Hauer character. Dude, Rutger Hauer. People need to go back and look at Rutger Hauer's performance in that movie. Guy is so unnerving, so unsettling. It's pretty dope, and it's a roller coaster ride. And it starts out right from the beginning. In the first 5 minutes, the movie just starts. It's a roller coaster ride.
They did a TV show where he was like a Tales from the Crypt sort of thing, and he was that character hosting.
Oh, I remember that.
Like creepy stories of creepy people.
Oh, yeah. I kind of remember that too.
I remember that one. Yeah, it was like it was there, almost like a Freddy's Nightmares kind of a thing. Yeah. He was the host, like a Rod Serling in the beginning, and he would talk, and then you would just see him and he's just walking on the road. That's all he's doing. Yeah. I was like, I forgot about that show. Yeah,
deep cuts.
Deep cuts. Yeah. That's old school.
All right, right on. All right, anything else, Rick?
No, that's it for now.
All right, cool. I picked up a couple comics this week. Finally, I got the reprint of The Last Ronin, the Ninja Turtles the Ninja Turtle series by Eastman and Lord. It looks like they're back writing this. I haven't read the whole thing yet, but I've skimmed through it, and the art looks really good. I'm kind of digging the art. If you don't know the concept, it's basically the last Ninja Turtle. All the other Ninja Turtles have died, and he's the last one left. Like the art is really cool. I like the art a lot. It's really
it's beautiful.
it's fun art. The story looks very cool. It's like almost semi-futuristic, kind of punky kind of future, and it's basically like the last Ninja Turtle left, and he's kind of like taking names. And this looks like this is not for kids. This is a mature audience book right here. So some violence in this book. It looks pretty fun. I can't wait to finish it up. And so far it looks really good. Excited about it. I picked up this big boy right here, the Superman versus Wonder Woman by Gary Conway.
Conway.
Also illustrated by the great Jose Luis Garcia Lopez. So one of the great artists of all time. These wide, it's like set in like World War II, and like these great spreads and like great action scenes, and it's basically Superman versus Wonder Woman during World War II. The art is amazing. Like no one draws. Like this is like Alex was telling me, this is like the only time he drew a lot of Wonder Woman covers, but he never actually drew a Wonder Woman issue. So he draws a hell of a Wonder Woman. It's a big ass oversized format. This is one of the treasure editions that came out in the 70s, I believe. So they I had a chance to buy it a couple years ago at a con for pretty cheap, but I missed out on it. But I did get the Superman versus Spider-Man for $5, which is like a $70 book. But yeah, I finally got to pick this up in hardcover. It just came out, a nice collected edition. The back, the art is amazing. I love the art. Just for the art alone is great. And seeing his art in this big format is amazing. I love it. This is awesome. Let's see what else. Like I said, I'm rewatching Clone Wars. That's been good. And also I picked up Tenet. And so hopefully we'll probably get to see a new movie. So I'm super excited. All right. So the most controversial pull list moment of the year is happening. Rick, I picked something up. I didn't want to, but I had to.
Ooh, Funko.
It is a Funko. Can you guess which one it is?
Doom.
You got Joaquin Phoenix Joker.
Good guess, Rick. Good guess.
Oh, that'd be controversial.
The Walmart exclusive John McClane with the bloody feet.
Oh, bloody feet, McClane. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I said I wasn't going to do it, but I saw it cheap online. I was like, fuck. So I've been steadfast against Pops, but somehow they make their way into my life. And so, I bought the bloody feet version of McClane.
You got to do what you got to do, man.
I'm ashamed of myself. It was just one of those things.
It's going to be watching you.
I'm not happy. I'm not happy with myself about this. I'm just like,
Take a long shower.
I did. I just like it's like that scene in crying, and like wet Funko boxes, like just like surrounding me, like no, why? So
those beady eyes.
Yeah, those damn beady eyes, man. He's following me around the room. But I love Die Hard. I love John McClane. So I saw that one. I was like, fuck it, I'll buy that one. Fuck. I'm not happy about it. I'm not happy about it. Let's see. Let's see. Rick, you've got the brains. I've got the brawn. Let's make lots of money. Honda's ready for that TV show.
The Offenders.
They got you, Ray. LOL. Yeah, they got me, man. They got me. John McClane, bloody feet, man. They got me, man. It's gonna be the last one. I declare right now, it's the last one I ever buy. Until I buy the next one. They take too much room. I was talking to somebody in the chat earlier. They take too much goddamn room. All right. So let's see what time we got. 30. All right. Let's do a quick hidden gem. Hidden gem is pretty something personal to you in your collection, or something you want to talk about. That's personal to you, like show and tell. You should do back in the day in your school life. Something you just want to show off and talk about real quick. Davis, you got any hidden gems for us this week?
I just drove across the country, as I was saying, and I like to stop at random spots and everything. And one that I stopped at that I liked, I forgot all about it and happened to see it on the map. Cadillac Ranch out in outside of Amarillo, Texas. It's just you've probably seen pictures of it. They stuck a bunch of Cadillacs in the ground, kind of sideways or kind of diagonally, and you can go and spray paint all over them and everything. It's literally just you park on the side of an access road, walk up in the middle of. There's nothing out in this field for like you looking around for miles except for these Cadillacs sticking in there. There's probably 5 or 6 of them, and it's pretty neat. Put my name on it, So
Awesome.
I've got a little part of Texas now.
Oh, there you go. Not the whole thing for sure.
No, too much.
Would you first hear about that?
I don't know. I probably saw a picture of it somewhere, and then when it came up on Google Maps, I was like, "Oh, we'll pull off right here because it's right on the side of 40, I think, Highway 40." So,
Oh wow, cool. That is a hidden gem.
Mm-hmm.
Crystal, you got any hidden gems for us?
First off, I thought when I heard Cadillac Ranch, my mind immediately just thought of Bunny Ranch, and I was like,
Oh.
I don't think his wife would be too happy.
"Wow!"
Yeah, like,
And
not
then
playing Cyberpunk now.
And then, as you started to describe it, I was like, I was trying to keep a straight face for nothing.
mm-hmm.
And then that made
Yeah.
all sorts of sense to me.
There, it looks like that.
Oh wow, that's cool.
Yeah, my
Yeah,
visual
they're just
first
stuck in the
was
ground.
That's fucking cool.
It's cool. My hidden gem. I'm gonna grab it. It's over here. It's not a part of a. I guess I could have used this. Okay, I found this. You see this?
Cute.
Okay, so I was super excited to find
Oh.
that, and so now I'm just excited. That's
Find that out.
this is what my life has come to. But
Yeah,
I'm gonna put someone's coffee in it and then bring it to their doorstep. So
sure you will.
Yeah.
'Tis the season, yeah. Make promises.
No.
Awesome. Effort, what do you got?
All right, so it's something I can't show you, but I could just tell you about. So this is like a true hidden gem because it's like the only thing I ask for my mom any time of the year. My birthday present is something called, it's a Nicaraguan dish called a nacatamal. All right, so
Yeah,
it's
where's
there's a fight I have with my whole family over these. It's my birthday. They're all mine. You guys get nothing.
You get
So,
nothing.
Yeah, that's pretty much. But it's if you guys ever get a chance, they're not too many out there. There's a few in San Francisco Nicaraguan restaurants. Just go try one out, just to get the experience. Not all of them are going to be great, but I do find certain places have certain things that I like about them. So it's pretty much like it's a very soft masa wrapped in a banana leaf and then wrapped again, and then they they steam it, they cook it, boil it, right? But inside it's a little piece of pork or chicken, potato, rice, olive. Some people put a prune in there. I don't know why.
Olive. Yeah,
Onion.
olive without the seed, though. I hate when I fucking bite into it.
No, better places they use no seed, but they should use no seed.
Yeah, I hate that shit. I almost cracked a tooth on one of those.
The thing is so delicious and so savory. So I just wanted.
They are good. Yeah, if you've ever had a nakatamale, they're amazing. Yeah, they're good ones.
They're amazing. So if you guys just something I can impart, a culinary dish, something new.
Cooking show. I think the next thing's a cooking show where Rick and Rick.
Oh, I can cook.
Yeah, I'm like
in the kitchen back here and cook. You can film it.
Rick's ready. Rick is actually a hell of a cook. Yeah, I'll give him that. That's one thing he doesn't bullshit about.
I like to eat. What can I say?
All right. So my hidden gem. I got a couple things. So I've been pretty anti-Christmas guy for a long time. So the last couple of years, I've been kind of I'm kind of grinching it, kind of warming up to the whole thing. So I picked up a couple things I have in my collection that I pulled out. So first is my Santa Hulk. This is from 1991. This little Hulk Santa Claus, and just a little goofy little thing. And then these are part of the I forgot what the applause or something like their little figures they came out with. They had the Santa Claus one, and this one was a super cutty. If you were a kid that grew up in the 80s and you went to Burger King, they had these little promotion things for reindeer. They would sell at Burger King. I don't know if you probably recognize it when I show you. But
I remember that one.
Yeah, they used to sell that. Yeah, you remember these, right? I remember having this as a kid. I loved this fucking thing. So I found one on eBay and picked it up just to be in the Christmas spirit. But yeah, these were like I forgot what it was like during Christmas time. It was at Burger King. You'd like buy a meal. You buy these for like a couple bucks. So yeah, right. This one was Rodney. His name's Rodney. So now he's my new best friend. So yeah, these were just like goofy little reindeer toys. So yeah, just so Christmas. I'm kind of warming up to it. We'll see how what happens this year. But it's kind of this year kind of makes you appreciate the people you have around you, and kind of Christmas is kind of turned into a different beast. But I'm starting to appreciate the little things about Christmas. I still hate the music, but the other aspects, the music is horrible.
Not all of it's bad.
Yeah, listen, Paul McCartney singing. I don't want to hear a Christmas song. All right.
Bing Crosby and David Bowie. That's that one song.
Bing Crosby. Why'd you say that?
One song. that drummer boy song that makes me cry.
Bing.
It's a good song.
Bada Bing Crosby. Oh.
if it's winter Wonderland, it's a bada bing.
Yeah.
Bada bing.
Yeah. I think Mariah Carey ruined Christmas, really. So I guess hidden gem is a Christmas spirit, a slight Christmas spirit. We'll see.
The Grinch's heart grew.
Yeah, we'll see. It's not going on. We're not going full Christmas, but we're going to have a semi Christmas, right? A Christmas semi, if you will. Yeah. So yeah, we'll call that Christmas semi. All right. So yeah, that's my hidden gem for the week. All right. So Krista, why don't you tell us a little bit about the cafe and where people can find you and all that?
I am going to do something. So you can find. Oh wait, hold on. I'm going to see if I could take this with me. I'm traveling for a moment. Okay. I'm going to take that out. Oh, it's getting dark. Ooh. Okay. So you can find. Sorry, this is a big ass computer for me to be doing this. I'm walking outside.
Oh, there you go. Don't get locked out.
That's a good call.
Got the keys?
So we are located in Pleasanton.
Dope.
This is my display
Awesome.
that I did, like trying to figure out. Okay, if you can see who's in there. We're
nice little Doctor Strange.
Oh, that's sick.
So for Thanksgiving, I had Doctor Strange, Hellboy. I had a bunch of guys having dinner together and Big Gay Al. All having dinner together, and it's always interesting to see how people feel about it. There he is right there. Can you see? It's my little hidden happiness. And so we do door service right now. We don't let people in, so you can see I even wrote it down there. It says, yeah, you don't walk in, please. It's not that I don't want business. It's that I don't want you to be freaked out when my 2-year-old walks in and wants to hug you and kiss you and call you his own. So we are open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. And Saturday and Sunday, we are open 7 a.m. to 2 p.m. Pre-COVID, we would do lots of games inside, and we'd be open till 1 a.m. sometimes, playing games and watching movies. Now it's a little different. So let's see if I get your mic on lights. Ooh, wow, there. But yeah, we deliver coffee. We do.
Slight delay.
Much easier when it's in the Tri-Valley area and there's something like my brain, but whatever, I try. We use coffee ice cubes in our coffee if you come into town and want to have coffee. I love my little coffee shop, and I love the community. If you can find me on Twitter and on Instagram at cdawn, DAWN, Diamond, or at Characterz Cafe with a Z, not an S. And that was intentional. It's not because I'm an idiot. I am. That's not why.
Sounds cooler.
And you can find me mostly on Facebook because I'm old and I don't really use this so much. I use the Facebook and a lot of stuff about Characterz Cafe and shenanigans and so on and so forth.
Awesome. Yeah, check them out. Yeah, go check out the coffee. I can't wait to try it.
We're selling bottles of cold brew instead of wine, you know. And my advertising thing is, one, give your friend the gift of doing stupid stuff faster. I think that's a real good catchy one. And the other one I'm using is, not all your friends are alcoholics, so give them something.
Yeah, both those things can be ads for cocaine too. Yeah. Awesome. All right, Davis, what about you, man? Any shout outs, any last words for us?
Not really, man. I'm tired. It's almost 2 a.m. here.
Yeah, it's still California time, huh?
Yeah.
Awesome, man. Thanks for staying up late on the other coast.
Oh, no problem, man. It's fun to do.
Our East Coast correspondent. A little taste of home while you're away.
Right.
Hopefully be back soon.
Yeah, hopefully.
Effort.
Just everybody take care, man. I mean, it looks like we're hopefully looking to getting back to some kind of normalcy, but we still got a little ways to go, so let's just be cautious going forward, man. Please take care of each other. Stop hanging out in groups so we can hang out in groups, goddammit. And baseball players, get your shit together. Fucking want to watch fucking baseball next year, fuckers. Right? You and the owners need to fucking settle that shit. Your sport's fucking dying.
Yeah, baseball's gonna be dead in a couple years.
Yeah.
Let's see, Nakatamales shit. Nicoyan regulators mount up. He put out the call. The Nicoyas are gonna get juiced now. They're gonna be all heated up.
Oh, fuck.
All right, so yeah, thanks to everybody that jumped in the chat and participated in the show. We love hearing you guys' opinions. If you're watching, you made it this far, thank you. Like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. It really helps with the algorithm. Check out our cousin channel, Gold Dirty Bastards. You might see an appearance by one of us in the next hour or so. I think they're going to be starting their show hopefully soon. So yeah, just thanks to everybody that's been supporting the channel. We got some. This was a fun one, man. I really enjoyed this one. Good guests, good company. We got a couple more shows left in the year. We got our big top 20 of 2020, which is our top 10 of 2020. Which there was actually some good shit to this year, despite the horrible pandemic that's ruining everyone's life.
Came out, man.
Yeah, a lot of cool shit came out still. So it's gonna be a fun top 10 coming up soon. We got a Mandalorian after show. Our season finale is happening this weekend, this Friday. We're gonna do after the show airs on after midnight on Thursday. We're gonna do a live show after. So if you're up late watching the live premiere, we're gonna be on after, and we're gonna talk about it and kind of discuss and recap and kind of talk about the season on the whole. So that's gonna be fun on Thursday if you're late, or catch the replay. I think most people catch the replay. I don't know how many people are going to be up at that time, but it's going to be fun to do late night after the show. I think Effort's going to be on that one. He's going to make it on that one. Yeah, we'll have some coffee involved. That's going to be fun. We got to check out our other videos. We had to do a breaking news video last week. That was fun to do. Some unboxings, some more unboxings coming soon. So check those out. Like I said, like and subscribe to your channel, and thanks everybody for supporting us, and look out for more cool shit, and be safe, wear your mask, and wash your hands and wash your ass. All right, and be safe everyone, and we'll see you guys next time. All right, and goodbye.